Detroit Lions tight end Sam Laporta is likely out for the year after back surgery. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart still out with a concussion, so Jameis Winston will start again. The Broncos gave kicker Will Lutz a 3-year extension. The Bears will miss their top 3 linebackers against the Steelers this weekend. Jermaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, and Noah Sewell each missed practice all week due to injury. Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers listed as questionable with his fractured left wrist. He was limited in practice Thursday and Friday. Out for Jacksonville this Sunday, wide receiver Brian Thomas again and linebacker Trayvon Walker. The Jags play at Arizona. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce says he'll decide on retirement or not by early March before free agency begins. Ole Miss says an announcement on the future of Coach Lane Kiffin will come in about a week after the rivalry game at Mississippi State. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
There you go. And with that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, live.
We'll do it live.
On YouTube.
Do it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Thank
do
you,
it.
Bill. That's right. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
We are indeed the Odd Couple. Yes, on this Funky Flashback Friday. You'll need a phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake.
They have to be awake, Rob. It doesn't count.
That's right.
Otherwise.
Sorry, Ben. That's right. Write it down. Commit to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there, 877-996-6369.
It's not trigonometry.
Thank you. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means just one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And with that said, and if you call in here, I should say, and have a problem with what we say, tough. Because?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
That's right. And with that said, always remember.
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live
Sweetie Beanie. Yeah.
Yay.
All right, let's go. Thank you, LeBron. Let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host, Kelvin.
Washington. What up? Happy Friday, man. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. We should be rain-free for a handful of days around here in L.A. area, so good for that. So looking forward to, man, a Funky Flashback Friday. I know DJ Ali Alex is going to have something cooked up for us. You good? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You all right? I don't see a big gulp. I don't see a McDonald's cup or nothing. You all right, man?
No, I'm all right today, yeah.
Okay.
No big gulp. I got a drink in the fridge, but I'm
Okay.
good. Looking forward to a
Ribs or chicken? Which one?
no.
Or shrimp Alfredo?
Nope. I actually just have regular pasta. And then I got 4 or 5 flat wings
Okay.
that I'm gonna have unbreaded.
Well, why? Give me the real quick before. Why the flat? Like I love flat. I'm an equal opportunist.
I just don't. The drummies to me are a little more dry than the flats.
They can be. I'll give you
Can
that.
you know what I mean?
I can't
Just-
argue with that.
I just to me the flats just are a little juicier.
That's true.
And that's why I'm big into. I like chicken legs
Give me
and
thigh.
chicken thighs.
Give me thigh.
You see what I'm
That's the
saying?
best one, yeah.
Chicken. 'Cause-
Yeah. Well, you
No, I'm
even if
saying-
you took off the
I'm
chicken,
saying
you
it
like
be-
legs and thighs.
No, but I'm just saying because I don't want to be, if I just say it
Yeah,
without
I
putting
know
the
you.
chicken in front. It'll be on.
We got to boycott Alex somehow with all that.
You know,
we got to make that
he
happen.
wasn't even listening.
He
so
wasn't.
that's
Thank
a good
God.
thing.
Hey, how dare you?
No.
He got the fresh blowout today, boy. Looking like Jesus superstar.
I told you he's Tarzan.
His hair's long.
Yeah, I see it. Look at you.
If we got into a fight, I would just grab your hair.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Rob.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
If
got to
you
do
were
what you got to do.
fighting
In a street fight, you got to do what you got to
fight,
If
do.
you were
Put it up,
fighting
though.
you would put it in a bun? Okay.
Hold on, that looks.
Tie my hair up, you in trouble.
All right.
Hold my earrings.
Right? And hold my earrings. There you go. All right. Hey, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Rob G is our producer. Bud Mexican is Alex is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. Hey, Steve. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And Sagar is our social media guru.
I like Sagar.
Shout out to Sagar.
Yeah.
Sagar, turn the monitor on. Put the monitor on us.
Yeah, Sagar. There you go. Great guy. All right, Rob
There
G.
we are.
Let's start here from last night, Thursday Night Football.
I don't know if it was entertaining or a snooze fest.
Well, it started out as a snooze fest.
Yeah.
Defense sometimes is good, but the Texans won a big ball game.
They did.
They really did. They beat the Buffalo Bills. They neutralized, right?
Josh Allen.
Mr. Josh Allen, and they won their third straight without CJ Stroud.
Mm-hmm.
So they're 3-0 without their starting quarterback. Their defense is good. Rob G, just give us a little take on what happened Thursday night.
Yeah, it was a game dominated by that Texans defense.
Yeah.
It was quite possibly the most impressive defensive performance we've seen by any NFL team in years. Not just because of who they did it against. Josh Allen, of course, is great. But Houston's defense, 2 picks, 1 forced fumble, 3 total takeaways, 8 sacks, 11 quarterback hits, 12 pressures, held Buffalo to 0 for 2 in the red zone, and in the process, held a team to less than 20 points for the 8th time already this season. So basically 70% of the games, they're keeping you under 20 points. And in the process, you mentioned it, they did it without their starting quarterback, CJ Stroud. Davis Mills and all that neck had himself a very solid game. The numbers don't quite do it justice, but in the process, last 3 games, Davis Mills completing about 60% of his passes, 719 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick, 88 passer rating. He's gone 113 consecutive passes without an interception.
Which is great.
That's
what you want from your backup when they come in.
He's only been sacked 6 times in the last 3 games, which is a lot because their O-line has not been great throughout the season.
Say the least.
And their 3 wins, 2 of them, Buffalo, of course, last night, and Jacksonville, the first game, have come against playoff teams in the AFC.
And I'm going to say this. I'm not overreacting or, the hyperbole or anything. I'm going to stick with Davis Mills and not automatically run back to CJ Stroud if I'm the Texans. And I'm not saying that CJ Stroud lost his job because of injury or anything. Sometimes you have something going, a hot hand. I think that you could take a look at that. And obviously the defense is playing really well. But what have we talked about the last year and a half? Their offense with CJ Stroud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like remember, after his rookie year, go back and look. Everybody picked him to go to the Super Bowl.
They did.
Am I right?
That was
Am
a
I
sexy
overreacting?
pick.
It was.
No, you weren't. You were not. That was the sexy pick.
Oh yeah, the CJ Stroud and the Texans. Oh my
he
God,
was MVP. A lot of people.
Oh yeah, he's just a rookie. Look at how you going to stop that kid? Blah 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 blah. And it's been raggedy since then, since year 1. Last year, like every week we watch, they can't score. That's why I said to you before, when they scored the 40 points against Baltimore, like that was an aberration. That was Baltimore. That wasn't them because they don't do that. And I'm not saying this is not Davis Mills putting up 40 points a game and, oh, my God, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
C.J. Stroud can never get back in there or whatever it is. That's not what I'm saying. Something's working here. 3-0, couple of wins against playoff teams. Do you remember? It's a little different, but you remember this. When the Orlando Magic upset LeBron James and the Cavaliers to get to the NBA Finals. That was the NBA Finals we were waiting on.
And LeBron,
Kobe and LeBron.
finally.
Do you remember Rob G, the puppets? Remember the Muppets of those guys all year? That was supposed to be the finals, and it never happened. You know why? Because Dwight Howard and Turkoglu and Skip to Malou.
Yeah.
Okay?
They had a nice little squad.
And then what happened? They got to the finals. They changed their rotation. Skip to Malou not starting anymore. Let's put Jameer Nelson, who hadn't played in 2 months, three. Like he was their guy. I get it, but he hadn't played in like 2 or 3 months. He got healthy, ready to play in the finals. They messed up everything that team had going. I would say, Jameer, you're our guy. We got something. I can't make that change. Skip to Malou was leading that team as the point guard.
He's still upset about it to this day. To this day.
And rightfully so, though, because you get the team to the finals, and then you make a lineup change. I'm just saying. I'm not saying the Texans aren't in the Super Bowl or whatever, and I'm not saying CJ Stroud's washed there and move on, or Davis Mills is taking his job and he can't get it back. I'm waiting for Davis Mills to have a bad game. That's what I'm waiting for him to go back, turn into a pumpkin, and then I could go back to CJ Stroud after that. But I'm not making a change until he plays poorly and the team loses.
You know what? I wanted to go crazy at you because I thought as you were setting it up, I didn't know how far you were going to go with this. And I thought you were basically saying, CJ Stroud, get out of here for the whole time. You know, like basically no more, this is Davis Mills' team. So I was ready to go crazy at you, but then you brought it back down. I'll give you an example.
I never went there.
Yeah.
You
never gone crazy?
No.
You want me to check out my texts from
Go
everybody?
ahead.
Yeah, your boy, I heard your boy. You know what I'm going to give you? I'm gonna even add to what you were saying. Steve Berline, was that 91? I think it was 91 playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. With the Yep, it was.
Berline, Berline,
with the Cowboys. Comes in, Troy Aikman is Troy Aikman. We know what he's doing. They're playing well. He gets injured. They have been playing really well. Berline comes in. They were playing okay. He gets them a list. They go on a run. I think they ran like 6-something straight. They were just all of a sudden playing great. The offense was vibing. And they decided to go with him instead of Troy Aikman, who got back healthy in the postseason. They ultimately would lose, and to this day they debate that if you watch the Jerry Jones doc, Troy Aikman's still upset about it. Jimmy Johnson's, still, hey, I went with what I thought, to your point. I went with the hot guy. I went with the guy that got us a bunch of wins. So that's an example of
I don't
what
think,
your point is.
Yeah, and it's not to disrespect CJ or say, you lost your gig, you got hurt, and you're out. But I like what they have going.
The only reason why I'll challenge you is because they started to get something going prior to CJ going down. So CJ was starting to get it going. We know the offensive line had been much maligned. They had not been playing well, had him running for his life. But then the last few games, CJ started to get it going. So before the injury, he had a 3-1 record, Rob. He had wins over the Ravens, the 49ers. He had 9 touchdowns, only two interceptions. And then they were beating the Broncos before he went down with that concussion. So that could have been maybe 4-1. And so they were starting to right the ship, starting to get this thing going. And again, with a defense like that, they were always in it. So if he were looking like he were the end of last season, beginning of this season, I would totally get what you're saying. And I would say, you know what, I can't really argue with you. The only thing was, to me, CJ was starting the ball. Again, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 3-1 record. They were rolling. He started to pass the ball, would get more yardage. The offense was getting more explosive.
A lot of that was in that Baltimore game.
No, I'm talking about just other games as well.
But I'm saying a lot of the 9 touchdowns, right?
I mean, look at the Niners game, which was right here. So he goes 30 for 39, 318 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was playing very well. So this is the Baltimore game. He had 244 and 4 touchdowns.
See, that's what I'm saying. The bulk of 4 TDs is a big day. I don't know when was the last time CJ Stroud had 4 touchdowns.
Maybe the rookie year, man.
You know what I mean?
Just to jump on the limb. But my point was, he was getting it going. He was turning the corner. The team was. So that's why I'm going back to him. I get what you were saying if this were the earlier part of the season, because you look at the beginning of the season for him.
It was bad.
0 touchdowns and an interception, only 180 yards. 207 yards, touchdown, no interceptions, but it was still a loss. Another loss to the Jags, and he had 200 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? So that beginning, if we were sitting here and it was after that, I'd totally be with you. But for me, it just changes because he was starting to play well. 3-1, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They were heading in the right direction. It's his job to lose while playing not injured for me.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Should the Texans stick with Davis Mills over CJ Stroud for the foreseeable future? Until he, bombs out, has a bad game to me. We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker. You hear the way I said that? Rob Parker.
That was weird.
That was weird.
You said your own name weird?
Yeah, it was just sounded weird.
Rob Parker.
That sounds better. Kelvin Washington right here on Fox Sports
Run
Radio.
that back. I got to hear it.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do? Stick and stay.
Because old, reliable Rob Parker knows best in the US of A. Sorry.
I'm just going to say this. The Lakers didn't do enough for me because Jeannie Buss should have been fired with her brothers as well. And
what?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Once they've already taken the Buss family, took the $10 billion, and people have to understand, everybody who owns a team is not super rich. And I'm not saying
a lot of people don't get that.
They don't
Rob.
get that. You think, oh, you own the Lakers. Oh, my God, you're printing money. You got all this money. No. That was the Buss family business.
Yep, that's they're not Steve Ballmer where this is my fun pet project. I'm
Right.
worth $200 billion with a B.
With a B, and this is just fun, something to do.
Yeah.
It puts me out
A
there. My
passion
name is out
project.
there. Exactly. No, the Lakers were the Buss's family business.
Yep.
And I don't know the whole idea that you sell a team to somebody and you expect to still have a job there or work there or collect money as pay. You got paid. Your family got paid. They got the $10 billion. If you want to be in the basketball business, then you shouldn't have sold. Just like Mark Cuban. I want another seat at the table. What? That doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Dude, what'd you sell for? The Buss family, enough. The people who run the organization, who bought the team, right, are the Dodger people.
Yep.
Get your own people. You don't need Jeannie Buss anymore. And it does feel weird, and I'm not siding with the brothers, but doesn't it feel weird? Why didn't Jeannie get the pink slip as well? Seriously.
You know what? So here's my answer to that. I believe Jeannie Buss is the singular face of the Lakers outside of, the players, obviously, Luka, LeBron, and, God bless the dead, Kobe, Shaq. But when you think of it organizationally, nobody really thinks of Rob Pelinka except, obviously, Laker fans. But when you think of it as a whole, like nationwide, I think even in L.A., she's endeared. You've been to games. You've seen how she's like the one person fans are cool with, even when the team's in the dumps. She's the one person is like a family member. She's like, all right, now this team, they're struggling, but Jeannie, come on. Like, people have love for her because they literally have seen her grow up from a teenager being a part of this team. So I think she's there for ceremonial, like the heart of
they
LA.
They don't need to do that. Face. Come on, man.
I'm just telling you why she's there because I don't think she's going to be part of the real basketball operations.
She doesn't need to be there at all. She took the $10 billion.
I don't disagree with the need. I'm telling you what I think they're doing it for.
But not one Laker fan is going to lose any sleep that Jeannie Buss doesn't have an office with the Lakers or whatever.
Yeah, it is news, but I can't say it's breaking news because we all kind of saw this one coming for the last couple of weeks. The Dallas Mavericks have officially parted ways.
Radio on a funky flashback Friday. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. We're on there now. Shout out to everybody who is obviously always watching. We are simulcasting. You can watch us as well. All you got to do, Odd Couple FSR. Go look it up. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Comment away. We'll have Rob G read some of the comments throughout the show. So go check out the brand new Odd Couple page on YouTube, Odd Couple FSR. Go search it out. All right, 877-99 on Fox. Rob says Davis Mills should be the starter since he's won a few in a row. I say CJ was playing well before the injury. It's his job to lose not being injured. What say you? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right. Let's get it kicked off with Dion in Texas. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dion?
Rob, what's up, Kelvin?
What up, what up?
Look, hey, it was a surprising outcome last night, wasn't it? Great game.
Yes.
Davis Mills going 3-0. Look, man, I can't unsee what I've already seen. I think CJ gave us the expectations year one. And he has not duplicated that, man.
Not close to year one.
Not even close. So I say this. They got a lot of days off. Go ahead and let him play this next game. Are they playing at Indianapolis or is it at Texas?
I'd have to pull that up.
Yeah.
Give me one second.
But I do kind of think it's unfair to throw him out against such a team like that. He's been out. Davis Mills won 3 in a row. You might as well keep him in there for the next game because he is on a roll. But if they do go with CJ, I wouldn't be afraid to go ahead and put Davis Mills back in there. This is a what have you done for me lately league. And to be honest with you, I was like, man, D'Amico Ryan started off on a heater as well did CJ, but D'Amico started on a heater as a new head coach.
Yep.
I started to think about, wow, man, next year he might be on that list. Not the hot list, but on that watch list to be replaced.
Yeah, well, if things didn't turn around like they have, I agree with
you. I think his defense being so great
thank you, guys.
keeps him, no doubt.
But that turned it around.
Yeah.
Right.
I like what he said. He said not the hot seat, but the keep an eye list. I'm okay with that. He definitely wouldn't have been on the hot seat, in my opinion.
What about Trucker Nav? Nave. Is that it? Nave Trucker Nav in Nashville. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Nav?
Hey, gentlemen. You remember when Ray Lewis was long in the tooth? He won his second Super Bowl against a young, promising quarterback named Colin Kaepernick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, you know why Colin Kaepernick was there? Because he replaced Alex Smith during the season when he got injured, and Jimmy Harbaugh says, nah, you
We're
know
not
what?
going back,
I'm gonna
right.
stick with the hot hand.
No, I agree. I mean, we've seen it before,
and
Trucker.
Unlike CJ Stroud, but guess what? You stick with the hot hand.
Until he goes cold.
All right, man, y'all got to settle down.
Until he goes cold.
I'm mad at you. I told you, but y'all got to settle down.
All right.
Davis Mills is 8-19 in his career and won. 8-19
I'm worried about that.
I'm just saying, y'all acting like hold up now.
Are you good now or are you good 5 years ago?
Don't do that because that's what you do with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's had 2 amazing years, and you've reflected on that back in the past. Don't do that.
I want to do this because you say he had 2 amazing years.
Yeah.
Okay. How many interceptions does Sam Darnold have this year? He has
10?
And 7.
10. Well, 10 might be 10 turnovers.
No. It's 10 interceptions and then another 4 or 5 turnovers. So he has.
What you mean?
He ain't having no great year. 17 touchdowns and 15 turnovers. Ain't no great year.
And his team is playing well, and you couple that with last year. Sam Darnold has played well.
No, not this year. I'm not buying that. I didn't even realize he has so many. He has more turnovers
they got
than a
20 as a team. They got 20 as a team.
He's got like 15 of the 20. All right. Let's go to Matt in Boise. Boise, Idaho. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Matt?
What's up, guys?
Yo.
Caller. I'm going to work on my Friday, or my Monday for you guys Friday, so you're probably enjoying today a little bit more.
Very nice. So today's your Monday, so you work the weekend
So
Friday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, I got split days, so I actually got 2 Mondays and 2 Fridays, so a little bit of bad and a little bit of good there. But, hey, I just wanted to kind of see here in those first 2 callers, I think a little bit of this scenario where we're looking at a lot of those good scenarios. Obviously, I can also throw in, like, Nick Foles replacing Carson Wentz and that Eagles team that won. But what we don't really think about is some of those replacements that don't go well because it really turns into a lose-lose situation because, well, if we didn't do the replacement, like when you brought up the Cowboys in '91, well, maybe Troy Aikman would have done worse. We don't know. Would he have done better? Maybe. And so as a coach, as ownership, and that kind of level, it's a very, I think, unfun place to be in, because unless they perform, whether you go with Stroud, whether you go with Davis Mills, if they don't perform, everybody's going to be saying, well, you should have quit.
No. So, but here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying. Are you still there, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm not. That's why I said I'm not giving him the
He didn't
job.
lose his job as a starter.
Exactly. Like if he plays well and they win game 4, he's going to start again. As soon as he loses or doesn't play well, then I'm going to go back to my guy.
But to the question is...
That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to let him lose 3 in a row.
Yeah. What if he doesn't lose it?
That.
What if he loses one, but it wasn't his fault, and you look up at the end of the season, and you guys are going to the postseason? Are you starting game 1 of the postseason with CJ or Davis?
No, with Davis. If
That's where the question lies.
If I went that whole run and we made the playoffs and he only lost 1 game and the defense kind of gave up, didn't play that well or whatever it was, then I'm going to ride with them. Rob G, jump in.
I just had a question for you. So the premise of this argument is, do you ride the hot hand or do you go back to your
Exactly.
start? I guess the issue with the conversation is CJ was the hot hand before he got
that
hurt.
was my point.
So how do you differentiate which one is the hotter hand?
Because
Stroud's numbers are much better than anything Davis Mills has done.
Yeah, but the only difference is Stroud had 4 of those touchdowns against a bad Baltimore team. So those are your 9 touchdowns, Rob G. And I'm going to say those came, and I'm not going to discount it. He won the game. They scored 40 points. I'll give him that. But to win 2 playoff games, 2 games against 2 playoff teams in this situation, and the Bills one is the one that wakes you up. Yes, the defense played well, but he put up enough points as well, had 2 touchdowns. That's all I'm saying. If he would have beaten, I don't know, some bad
Tennessee
team or something, maybe I don't feel the same way. But in this situation, now you're 3-0. Now your defense is playing well. Do you just go back, and then if you go back and Stroud throws 3 picks and you lose the game, people go, "Why'd you do that?" Like you.
But I think people will be okay. I hear your point. I think people will be okay with it because CJ Stroud is our guy. Like, that's our franchise guy.
But that's why I brought
so
up
you going back to our franchise guy, I'm not mad at you.
That's why I brought up the Jameer Nelson thing.
Yeah.
And I know it's different. It's an NBA.
Yeah, quarterback is a little different.
But you get my point, though, is that they were rolling, right? Orlando. They were rolling, and they said, he's our guy. We got to go back to him. And I think they made a mistake.
But the only other thing, I know we got to break, is then in that scenario, you got a series. If you go to the playoffs or some big critical game and you lose, everybody's going to say, see, man, you should have went back to CJ. That's our guy.
But see, my thing is, it's the other way around, is you just got here playing like this, play it out, and then if you see something that's different or you really believe that a change can make, you don't change just to change. There's no reason to look at. If CJ Stroud wasn't healthy, would you be looking to go to somebody else because he didn't play well enough? No, you would not. That's all. Okay.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks for the calls, as always. All right. On the way, we got to have a conversation about somebody's looking to get back on the field earlier than expected. Should he? We'll tell you next. Right now, Steve DeSager is going to get you set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hello. Let's start with the NFL news. As Lions tight end Sam Laporta is likely out for the year after back surgery. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart out again this weekend with a concussion, so Jameis Winston will start again. The Broncos gave kicker Will Lutz a 3-year extension. The Bears will miss their top 3 linebackers against the Steelers. Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, Noah Sewell each missed practice all week due to injury. Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers is questionable with a fractured left wrist. He was limited in practice Thursday and Friday. Out for Jacksonville this Sunday, wide receiver Brian Thomas again and linebacker Trayvon Walker. The Jags play at Arizona. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce says he'll decide on retirement or not by early March before free agency begins. And The Athletic is saying the end of the road might be soon for the 49ers and wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, that the team has grown increasingly frustrated with him. Still out after the season-ending ACL tear a year ago, but the relationship, they say, has become strained, with the team particularly frustrated with Ayuk's lack of communication. Ole Miss says an announcement on the future of Coach Lane Kiffin will come in about a week after the rivalry game at Mississippi State. LSU's new president is now authorized to formally terminate Coach Brian Kelly, who had sued the board earlier this month. Texas A&M gave athletic director Trev Alberts a 6-year extension, and the NCAA voted to rescind a rule that would have allowed athletes and staff to bet on pro sports. They're still not allowed to bet on NCAA games. In college football, in a half an hour, NC State hosts Florida State on FS1 late night, Hawaii at UNLV. As far as college basketball, right now it's number 10 Florida up 32-7 over Merrimack late in the first half. Halftime, Cincinnati ahead of number 6 Louisville 32-28. And in women's college hoops, 5 minutes left. Top 25 matchup has USC ahead at Notre Dame 52-50. Coming up in a half an hour in women's hoops on Fox TV, number 1 UConn hosts number 6 Michigan. In the NHL, just 4 games. That includes Minnesota out to a 3-0 lead at Pittsburgh in the first period. And the new coach of the WNBA's New York Liberty reportedly is Golden State Warriors assistant Chris DeMarco. Back to you.
Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday. Still got a lot in store for you on this day. Want to talk about this one, man. We've had a couple now instances where Joe Burrow, a couple of practices, you got the coach saying that he looks good, he looks healthy, and that he's basically saying now it kind of comes down on me, the decision I make. You know, do I put him out there? Do you just rest him? What do you want to do? Of course, Joe Burrow wants to play, but Zach Taylor was saying he looks great, he looks healthy, and it's going to come down to me. Remember, he was not supposed to really be ready until about mid-December, so he's a few weeks, 3-4 weeks ahead of the schedule. Right now, they sit at 3-7, 3-game losing streak, and they face the Patriots, who are obviously on a roll right now. They're sitting at 9-2. So the question becomes to play or not. It's similar. You and I had this conversation with Jaden Daniels, and for me, Rob, I absolutely get the morale of your leader, your guy, Joe Burrow, wanting to come back. I'm healthier, faster than expected. But this defense is actually, as we sit here today, historically the worst defense ever, which is worse than last year when they were one of the worst defenses in the NFL. So they've gotten worse. You're without Jamar Chase this week because he obviously out here spitting on people. So to me, I just don't see the upside of a guy who's been often injured through his career in Joe Burrow right now playing him. I get the morale. I get coming back. I get that. He paid to play football. But, man, this is one of those teams when you have a guy like that, an offense like that, you're trying to win deep playoff runs and Super Bowls. And right now you sit at 3-7. And they got a short turnaround because they would play this week and then they would play Thanksgiving. So I don't want to put my guy through that, the guy who we need, the guy who's going to be our franchise for hopefully another at least a half a decade, in the mix like that. Our defense is terrible, so even if you put up points like Flacco has been doing in the offense, put up a bunch of points, losing, I don't see the advantage. He's back healthier earlier. Let's just get no rush. There's no need to rush. We've got plenty of time with you. You're here for years. I don't see the advantage of this.
It's not about an advantage. He's a player. That's what he does. And if he's healthy, the only way I agree with you is if he's not healthy. When Kevin Durant was forced back into that, Chris and I sat here and were like, this is ridiculous. Now we didn't even, when Anthony Davis limped out there in that playoff game, Rob G, who was that against? Denver? Who was that? You remember that?
I think that was Denver.
He comes out there and hurts himself in 5 minutes. You remember that because Charles Barkley called him street clothes and he was trying to prove a point.
Or was that Phoenix? Well, go ahead. I'm trying to remember
that. You get my
my
point. That's not what I'm talking about. But if he's healthy and he's healthy and he just happens to be back a week or two early, whatever, if he's healthy, I'm all about playing. If he's not healthy, I'm with you. So that is the issue.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how will we ever know? I'm really asking.
No. But
if the doctors clear him and he obviously
if he says he's healthy, seriously, and he's cleared by the doctors, then I'm cool with him playing because that's what he does. And the idea that you always want to give yourself a chance, and your best chance is going to be with your best player. So if he's healthy, I don't have an issue with it. This whole idea of just wait and we'll wait till next year or, you'll be okay. he could get hurt in game 1 next year.
That's true.
He could get hurt, and he waits until the last week or 2 weeks before the season's over. He could get hurt in that game. So if you're going to get hurt, there's a chance you could get hurt. I'm just saying he shouldn't play hurt. But the idea that you're going to protect him by thinking he's not going to get hurt next year or something, he's been hurt his whole career.
But I guess what I'm saying, Rob, this team expectations, you always talk about it. What was it? His second year in the league, goes to the Super Bowl? So
he was hurt. Remember, he was hurt his first year, came back.
So he missed 7 games rookie year. He had a knee injury. 2023, he missed the final 11 games, tore a ligament. This year, he's missed all these games until, whenever he comes back. So my thing is, he's already struggles with injuries. College was a little nicked up.
This is his history.
This is his history. So I need to utilize him when it matters is all I'm saying. Me being 3-7, getting ready to play a Patriots team, which is really freaking good, just to turn around and have to play a Thanksgiving game 4 or 5 days later, I don't need to put him through that right now. So to me, I don't see the advantage when I'm trying to get deep playoff runs. My defense is terrible. So even if he puts up 30, we're going to lose by 10 because they'll put up 40.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm saying their defense is the worst ever on paper right now.
But you don't know that, and that's not how people.
But I have to project and I have to protect bars.
That's not how coaches look at it or players like, oh, we got no shot. That's what upsets are. That's where guys make plays. That's where the other team could have a bad.
Obviously, anything can happen. But I'm saying, as a GM, I got to project. I got to protect and project.
No, but you saying he's healthy and we're not playing him. That's what the other.
And we don't have Jamar Chase, Rob.
But the other players on the team, because they believe the next man up. You can't preach next man up. And then when other guys go out, then you're going to say, oh, no, well, we can't win.
Rob,
he's not playing. He's not playing.
Rob.
What?
About 10, 12 dudes in the league who ain't next man up. Like, you can preach that, but I'm saying Joe Burrow ain't that. We got to come back 2026 season with Joe Burrow ready and loaded at the beginning of the season. Point being, he ain't just a linebacker or a cornerback or a tight end. Like, that's everything. So we absolutely need him to be up right and healthy.
If Joe Burrow is healthy, I have no issue with him playing.
Joe Burrow about to burrow yourself down on his bench and have a seat and watch this game like me. That's how I would see it. All right, on the way, we got Play of the Day, Shekel City as well. We'll do it next. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I'm not going to say I told you so or anything. The season's not over, but I told you so. Before the season started, I did say they wouldn't make the playoffs. I'm not surprised. I'm not. Also, you mentioned the Mahomes. He has 3 red zone interceptions that basically have helped him lose games.
Yesterday was terrible.
Philly has won the pick 6, Jacksonville, and then yesterday, which was a 10-point swing. You know what I mean? I mean, no, that's huge from a touchdown and then a field goal for them on the other end. In a game you lose by 3, it's a huge. But last year I talked about it. I don't know. I've seen different, Rob G. I've seen 10-0 in one-score games, 11-0 in one-score. And even ESPN just had it said 12-0, in one-score games. Am I right?
Varies. I don't know if people are including like postseason and not saying it or something, but it keeps varying.
Am I right?
ESPN had 12-0 and 0-5.
They had 12-0, right? And I'm looking at it going, we've been talking about 11-0. At least we have.
Yeah.
And then I ever saw somebody say 10-0. Well, the other thing too is, 0-5 in one-score game. That's what they used to be about. Mm-hmm. Don't let it be close, because guess what?
Right.
They'll beat you in the end. And when Kelsey got the touchdown, what happened? You thought, oh,
here it is.
Look at the magic. Kelsey, at least for one game, he's back. And then, just didn't happen. And Bo Nix, we talked about it. Let me say, I said this to you before. defense always gives you a shot at being in games. I don't care what anybody says. If you have you always have a shot because that other team's not going to get enough points to run away from you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then Bo Nix, couple of big throws, that third down throw, right? Big catch and throw and catch. But this is what I'm saying. This doesn't feel the same. It feels, and I know we could talk about it, you know, the end of a dynasty or whatever. I just think that it ain't the same team. I know you thought once he got the receivers back that they were going to be a juggernaut offensively, and they had a few games against some bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
But that offense isn't the same. Patrick Mahomes isn't the same. He hasn't been really the same for a while. And he had, I'll give you 3 or 4 games this year where he lit up the scoreboard, and you can look at the opponents. I think they beat the Lions and what other game? Only 2 teams. They're the
beat
same
the
way.
Lions.
There's only 2 teams that they beat.
Are you saying the whole season?
Yeah, they only got 5 wins.
They beat the Ravens, and
the Ravens are 5-5. Who else?
And then as far as those types of wins, because they beat the Commanders, they beat the Raiders, they beat you mentioned the Lions, and that's it. I mean, they lost to the Jags. They lost to the Eagles.
They haven't beaten any.
Lions and
the
Ravens,
Lions and the Ravens.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are 5-5, and I get it. They're
a better team than
considered
5-5.
Right, but at that time they were bad when they beat them. And that's
defensively,
fine.
they were going trying to figure things out. They were struggling.
Right, they were struggling big time. But I don't know.
The Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Funky Flashback Friday. Still got a lot lined up for you on this Friday. Last hour, we'll have Lamar Mitchell, of course, BetMGM Director of Trading. Always good to talk to him. We'll have Sean King next hour. We'll talk to him some NFL headlines as well. So a lot to get to on a Funky Flashback Friday. Right now, it's time for Play of the Day.
Allen digs in. He's going to throw. Allen fires downfield and tipped and intercepted across the 40. Bullock, 30, 20, and escapes another tackle. Off to the right side, 15. Bullock to the 10. Bullock 5. End zone. Touchdown. Flag down on the play. Kalen to the house. Is it going to come back or is it going to stand?
Texans Radio there on your Tire Rack Play of the Day. Tire Rack's brought to you by, or Play of the Day was brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com. Of course, the way
Rob G
tire
and I are
buying
fighting.
should be. I know. I was witnessing. Actually, it started before our show. I'm telling you, watch your back. You know how you turn around on somebody, like you just kind of whatever, and you turn to walk. Rob G gonna punch you in the back of the head.
Mexican is
Now he might have to do like Mike Tyson, punch out and jump. But he's going to punch you in the back of the head. It's getting closer and
Rob
closer.
G, will we have a fight before I leave this show, you think?
Oh, big time.
No. See, he loves me, Rob G. He does.
Okay, let me rephrase the question, Your Honor. A massive verbal blowout.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, Rob
he said
G,
yes.
What are you shaking your head for?
Exactly.
No, that was Chris, the hothead.
You and Rob G were absolutely.
G,
Alex, you
me
know that's
or
right.
Chris?
You and Chris had a bunch of verbal blowouts.
I'm talking about with you. Who had the verbal blowouts?
Oh, no, with Chris.
Not me. You never had a verbal blowout with me.
What did you and the Reverend beef about?
I don't know.
Just the
it
show.
wasn't that important if
Right.
we keep doing the show afterwards.
Right,
but yeah,
right. It wasn't
it's
the
normal.
It wasn't the end of the world, but we've never had one.
No.
No, he just drives home and like
And they said
throws
that-
stuff on the
My
way.
beard was jet black when I started.
Yeah.
See, that's racist, Alex.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Jet black.
He said jet black.
Racist.
No, he was just saying Jet Ebony, man of the week or something.
That's what he's saying. Jet ebony black. That's what he meant to say. All right.
All right, it's time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily
He doesn't
picks
know how good he
against
has
the
it.
spread.
Oh.
Did I do that?
Rob G, you hear that?
Did I do that?
Look at me instigate like Alex.
All right. 1-2 last night. 80-72 is now the record. 80-72.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. Here we
Yeah,
go.
that's not bad.
Best bet. I'm taking the Nuggets plus 2.5 in Houston, taking on the Rockets.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
a
looking
good
forward to that. Also, I got the Timberwolves minus 4.5. They're in Phoenix taking on the Suns.
Suns playing better than we thought.
Yeah.
Losing all the players, they're playing
we'll
better
see
than
how
we
long
thought.
it lasts, but you're right.
Yeah, I ain't saying they, a deep playoff run, but they perform
and
better
I'm
than
going
you
to take Portland plus 9.5 in San Francisco.
thought. Okay.
All right, Golden State wins it. Maybe Draymond shoots 0-for-11 from the field, and
It's
Portland
not crazy.
loses.
When he does, just don't call him Angel Reese.
But they cover by 9.5. So again, Portland plus 9.5, Denver plus 2.5, and Minnesota minus 4.5. And remember, Kelvin,
Yeah.
I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
By the way, anybody I've heard have the conversation about Draymond and the whole injury, everybody's agree with us. Like, dude, that was actually kind of clever. Yeah. Like he kind of smoked you on that one.
It was very funny.
He called you a basketball player. You literally did what she's been known for. Like that was just you want to go basketball? That was a layup. It was sitting right. He used it. It was a good one. Couldn't believe he was trying to be
I'm
mad
a
about that.
married man with a wife and three
That's not
kids
that
and
one.
one on the way.
Like that's you go to that well when it's something else. You know what I mean? Like somebody disrespecting you, man. Like calling you like something deeper than that. Not that he called you a basketball player and he was heckling you at a game. Like
who missed shots and
you
grabbed
did
your
what
own
she's known
rebound.
for.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's not the one to be like, I'm a man, respect me. That's not the one right there, Draymond. Come on.
All right, and the conversation continues.
What's that?
With Caleb Williams, they don't like the way he wins, and he just keeps winning. If they win this game against the Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers is not going to play, right? I know he's questionable. I don't expect him to play this week. I think they'll have him take a week off. He has a fracture in his left wrist, his non-throwing hand, and they should be able to beat Pittsburgh. If they do, what would that be, 8 in a row or 9? Is that 8?
8, because they're 7-3 now.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, they're 7-3. They're weird. We've been talking about it all season, just like weird. They get it done because they have 5 games where 5 of their wins, I believe, are the last 2 minutes or less of a game where they pulled it out.
But this is what we. Okay,
Well,
7 of the last 8.
Okay,
but this is what we saw last year with Washington. Didn't we see that? That's what
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels did last year. You remember there were games they had no business winning. And he threw the Hail Mary against the Bears and
field goals,
and all that. Like that's how they won. And then all of a sudden they're in playing for the NFC Championship game. Like it can happen.
This is a big one. Shoot, I'd see if I can pull it up quickly before. But the Bears, what are they? 7-3. So 5 of their last 7 games are in the division. That's crazy.
But that's a big one.
So that's obviously it can help if you get those wins because you can keep staying on top of them. But they got some tough games for them. Starting with the Steelers. Rob G, what else?
Yeah, they've only beaten teams below 500, which is, hey, you beat who's on your schedule. Well, the schedule.
No.
The
Rob G, I've told you, don't be doing that.
The
Because
schedule.
he be using that against. He be trying to use that against my teams. I'll be talking about. They ain't beat nobody above 500, Rob G.
What other games should they play? I don't even know. Like, how could every game be under 500? Like 7 wins?
They lost to Detroit. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Vikings. But moving forward, at the end of the season,
this is where it gets tough.
Home against Pittsburgh, at Philly, at Green Bay, home against Shedeur Sanders and the Browns. We'll see.
That should be
Shedeur, spicy.
Are you sure he's still going to be in there?
No, he ain't. He'd be benched.
Okay, I was going to say, we're not sure.
Home against the Packers again, at the Niners, home against the Lions.
They beat the Lions to knock them out of the playoffs and to win the division.
No.
That's that game.
The Lions is at home. Is that Detroit?
No, it's in Chicago.
It's at home.
Okay.
In Chicago. That's going to be the game. Remember,
it'll be cold and windy. And that will be Jared Goff. Don't be doing nothing stupid.
So you got all playoff team. Well, count Detroit as a playoff team for now. All playoff teams plus the Browns.
But Rob G,
that's tough.
So they win the Browns game, and then they got 6 other games, right?
Yep.
All they got to do is split. That's 4 wins.
They got to win on Sunday.
No, but that gives them 11.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a bad schedule.
Yeah, it's just a tough schedule, and so many in division too.
They got to split.
Yeah.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's 2 pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is.
Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Ooh.
In the NBA tonight, mid-second quarter at Cleveland, Cavs up 44-43 over an Indiana team that is 2-13 this season. In men's college basketball, fifth-ranked Duke ahead at halftime, 47-19 over Niagara. It's just finished in women's hoops at Notre Dame. Late bucket gives the Irish a win over USC, 61-59. Just about to start on Fox TV, number 1 Connecticut hosting number 6 Michigan. In the NHL, the Wild with a 3-0 lead after the first period at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers questionable for the weekend with a fractured left wrist. He was limited in practice yesterday and today. The Bears will miss their top 3 linebackers against the Steelers. The Broncos gave kicker Will Lutz a 3-year extension. Quarterback Jackson Dart of the Giants still out with a concussion. Lions tight end Sam Laporta likely out for the year after back surgery. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2, my goodness gracious, on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. You know, we talk about it all the time. Watch us, you subscribe. We appreciate that. For people who haven't subscribed, what are you doing?
What they waiting on, Rob?
Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. And hit the subscribe button. I know. Go ahead. You subscribe to Jason Smith's show and Doug Gottlieb's show. Can you subscribe to our show?
We're doing all right. We're doing all right, by the way.
All right, maybe.
Shout out to everybody who's
That's right.
watches us. And the Odd Mob is a family. You look at those comments, you guys are a family. They go at it too. Families go at it too sometimes.
That's all right.
Thanksgiving dinner table. You'll see it.
Thanksgiving is always good. I don't know if we ever had really any kind of.
We didn't have. Oh, well.
Just people falling asleep or whatever after that.
Ooh, that's the best.
Right after the
that
turkey
is
and
the
all
best.
that.
Right in the middle of somebody talking. You know, and back in '89, we used to.
I think I told you before.
Fall right in the sleep in their face.
That's where I got the mouse urinating on something from
Some old head, one of your uncles or somebody.
No, it was actually my ex-wife's grandmother.
Okay, all right.
So that's really, we were at a Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
but hers was a little different, and I just put a spin on it. But we're eating or whatever, and you know how they talk about the grandmother? She's there,
Yeah.
and they act like she's not in the room.
Right.
So it's like, well, you know, grandma can't hear or whatever. So that is like, so grandma's like, what do you mean I can't hear? Yes,
Right.
I can hear.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with my hearing. She said, in fact, I can hear a rat piss on cotton. And so I laughed so hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was like that. So I adapted it to make it a mouse, a
Yeah.
little smaller, and then I started going from cotton to all these
Right,
different
right,
things
right.
that fit
Shout out
the
to
team
her.
or whatever. But that's really where I got it from
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner.
She sounded like she was feisty.
She was feisty.
She ain't play around.
Yes.
Shout out to her.
Ain't nothing wrong with my hearing.
That's it. The way her diabetes. I'm right. Hello. I'm right here.
Don't give her no more sweet
Don't
potato
give her
pie.
her feet get to acting
Swelling
up.
up,
Don't tell
right.
people what my thing get to do when I'm sitting right here.
Why do people do that?
You know she can't drive at night. She can't see. I can see you right now, 2 feet away from me.
Don't
talking
pour
about.
her no more wine. What are you
You know
doing?
how she get.
Right.
I'm sitting right here. That is the funniest thing, though. I'm sure you went through it.
Rob G, y'all have that at your family? With the older people, like they're at the table or
And
whatever.
you just talk around them
and
like
you
they're not there?
Like they're not there.
No, we can't.
Rob G, are you at the place where you become at times, not all the time, shout out to Mama Dub who loves the show, where you become the parent to the parent?
Yes, sometimes.
You know what I mean? We're
Yes.
like, did you take your
You
medicine?
don't
Okay,
need
did you
that,
call this
right.
person? Okay, don't do that. What time are you guys leaving? Now, you know it gets dark around 7. All right.
No,
so
you can't drive at night.
You know you can't drive at night. So do this right here. Okay, let me see your phone. Give me your phone. I'm going to put it on your alarm so it can say, you become the parent
All
to your
that.
parent. It's a unique thing.
I'd how my mom set up her GPS in her car.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, and it's not like one of those Garmin ones. It's in the car. You just plug
Just
in
boom,
and
boom, boom.
yeah, no, she.
All right, can you help me set mine?
No, we can't do that, Rob. I'll give you the buns. I'll give you the pancake.
Whoa.
But that setting up the GPS is where I draw the line.
Alex, you don't have that, do you?
First of all, Alex, how are you not going to take that one? You take it every other one, but you ain't going to take that was the worst of all time.
You didn't hear it, okay?
Because of the concession that I'll give them to you. Y'all, I'm telling you, Odd Couple fan, the Odd Mob, Super Bowl week is going to be crazy. I already know it. I'm going to come back with all the stories when we go out to eat.
We're going to the Bay Area.
We're just not spending $500 someplace like they're trying to get us
not.
to do an Emerald.
And don't forget, Sean King will be down with the King in about 25 minutes. But first, the Bills.
Yeah. Bills were coming in. They have been playing, starting to kind of pick it up a little bit for themselves. And, obviously one of those teams, they're starting to get into that territory of you got to show it, you got to prove it. You've been good. We know how good Josh Allen is. You got to prove it. And then they got shellapped defensively last night. The Texans play very, very well. And you start to look at the stats a little bit for Josh Allen, and they were not great. First of all, most he's ever been sacked in his career, 8 times he was sacked. So that starts right there. The defense was going crazy for the Texans. But what I started to see, Rob, is
Stop holding on the ball too long.
Yeah, well, that leads me to my point of this, watching them, in a conversation we've had a couple of times with the Bills. One of the issues that I have with the Bills is that they are so Josh Allen reliant. He's 2-7 in games where he doesn't score a touchdown. It's like he has to do everything. The game before last, 3 touchdowns in the air, 3 touchdowns on the ground. He's Superman. He's doing it all. And I'm going to go back to somebody who's always had his number. He has his number in the regular season. Patrick Mahomes has his in the postseason. We both sat here, and I'll be sitting there right with you agreeing. Patrick Mahomes looked a little off. The offense was off. He was trying to make a lot happen. He was down a lot of receivers. But one thing they could rely on was that defense to keep them in games. What have we just been saying? I've been really screaming for the last year or so. The Texans defense keeps them in games where they got a chance to win it at least. They might lose, but at least they got a chance. And the Bills don't have that. Josh Allen doesn't have that luxury of the defense can just take over for me. Ooh, I was a little off today. Turn it off. Turn the ball over a little bit. He doesn't have that. The running game. James Cook is talented. Had 100-plus yards, 45 on one run. But they don't run the ball with him. Where we're going to 25 to 35 rushes, where we're going to dominate the clock, we're going to dominate the line of scrimmage. They don't do that. And that's the concern to me, because if you talk about the postseason, to win a Super Bowl, you're going to have to win 4 games or 3 games. And I don't think that's fair to ask Josh Allen to be Superman for 4 or 3 games straight. Because Patrick Mahomes, you like to bring it up all the time, he's won Super Bowls not playing that great. In fact, he hasn't played great in probably most of his Super Bowl appearances. He's been either mid or bad, maybe one exception once or twice. Peyton Manning, one of the greatest of all time, postseason ain't always that great. Super Bowls definitely weren't always that great. But yet and still, Super Bowl winner, postseason wins. Tom Brady wasn't always the best. And that's the thing with the Bills to me. They're so much going to be on the shoulders of Josh Allen that's not fair in order to make a Super Bowl run. 4 games or 3 games if you get a bye. And to have to be spectacular Superman every single week is not fair, and it's not realistic. Most quarterbacks aren't when you look at their Super Bowl runs. They've had games where they weren't that great. They have games, thank God the defense came through for me. They had games where, man, we just handed the ball off 35, 40 times and got the job done. So that's the one thing that worries me. Josh Allen, for the most part, has been spectacular throughout his career, especially the last handful of seasons. But is that fair to go into a postseason and say, all right, it's all on you. Get it done for us?
Yeah, it's fair. I thought he was the MVP last year. This is what he does, right? So every time he loses, then you go, well, you don't have any help. Is he LeBron James? He don't. But when he loses, it's too much to put on him. But that's why he's the MVP, because he can run it in. You just said he's the best dual threat quarterback in the history of the National Football League. So do your business. Win a championship. You're that good. You're the driving force. I don't want to hear any excuses. You've won all these games, Rob G. Haven't the Bills won the most games over the last 4 or 5 years? Like, seriously, they've piled up the wins. They haven't won the big game. So I don't want to hear it come big-time game that it's not fair that he has to win by himself and he don't have any help. How the hell did he win MVP with no help? He was that good. So now win the game, win the big game. Doing that, playing Superman.
Here's where that's
all I'm saying.
But here's where that's not realistic.
Why?
The regular season, how many times have we set up here, Rob G? We just talked about
you only got to win 3 games to get to the Super Bowl.
Right, but you're playing high caliber teams. The regular season, if you're in the AFC East, just like he has been dominating it, just like Tom Brady did, dominating. You pretty much got 6 games.
Now you're poo-pooing Tom Brady's run.
Tom Brady absolutely had an easier run.
Okay, I'm just
because he got 6 games.
A lot of people don't want to hear that.
Oh no, he had 6
wins before the season started.
He went like this. He stretched, put on his helmet.
That's 6-0.
Closed his eyes, blinked once, and said, "Oh, we 6-0. Oh, dang, we ain't even took the field yet."
Back then, all they had to do was win 2 games to get to the Super Bowl.
Yep,
2
That's
games.
a great point. Yeah, and mind you, you're 6-0, and there's always going to be, every season you get a division. So if they give you the bum NFC South, for instance, there was never really, had bum seasons. Then you get the NFC South. All right, we're going to win at least 3-4 of them. Now you 10-1 off the bat. You're already a really good team. You already got a good system, a good program, a good organization. But we already started off 10-0, 10-1. So I say that to say, sometimes you just beat your division, you beat some bad teams, you get to a postseason. Now everybody is at least good, if not good to great. That's why I need some help. That's why I need to lean on the defense. That's why I need to leave on a run. That's why I need to leave maybe on offensive schematics that can, manipulate things. Not just say, all right, did you see last night? They almost ran 5 times in a row. Josh Allen, here you go, run it again, run it again, run it again, run it again. Man, if y'all don't come up with something else, And that's why they look bad. Again, when a team can just say, all right, we shut him down, that's a wrap. Patrick Mahomes last season, some other teams, defenses, Tom Brady, we talk about this all the time. The first 3 or 4 of them 7 rings for him, he was relying on special teams and defense. I'll make a couple of plays here or there.
And Adam Vinatieri, who's
special teams. Adam Vinatieri.
One of the greatest kickers of all time.
I'm going to get you down there and win this for me.
I'll tell you that Adam Vinatieri could have missed 2 kicks, and you wouldn't even be talking about Tom Brady. Like that.
I don't have an argument. The Rams.
Totally changed, seriously.
The Panthers. I mean, he had a handful of those. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that Panthers Super Bowl, nobody remembers.
That was lit.
The kicker kicked the ball out of bounds. They set him up at the 40-yard line.
Couple of passes.
Right, and then they kicked it, and they lost the Super Bowl.
Yep. So, again, but that's part of the game. So, that's just my thing. I just think for Josh Allen, I know he has to be like, man, I can't have to do again. They're 2-7 if he doesn't score a touchdown. Like, well, there's plenty of quarterbacks who win games they don't have to score touchdowns because, again, defense came through, offense. Maybe, I made a few plays. I just didn't score as a touchdown. He's 2-7. Like, they are all relying upon him. And they've known this now for a handful of seasons, which is why organizationally, Rob, I thought by now they would be remedying that by now. And they haven't.
So you're saying he's not going to win a Super Bowl?
He's not this year.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Not this year. Meaning next year they might all of a sudden come back with a Texans-type defense. I'll talk to you then. This season, they're not going to – you can't do that. You can't say for 4 or 3 games, be Superman. You can't be mid. You know how many quarterbacks been mid in the postseason? You know how many won Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes might go down as one of the greatest, top 2, 3, and he has not looked spectacular in postseason games and Super Bowls.
In the playoffs for on all sports. We've seen that, right? Embiid's numbers.
James Harden. Balling out of his mind, getting that postseason.
The Dodgers just won a World Series. Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie didn't hit. Go look at the numbers.
No, I know that they average 3 runs a game or something?
Right, they didn't hit. And they still won a World Series. I'm saying.
But that was my point. The pitching was there, right? You had you had some other elements to it. You had great guys coming off the bench. That's my point. You need other elements. You can't be like, Josh, what you going to do, Josh? Can you get it done every single week? In the postseason of all the times of season, that's too hard to do.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Rob G, can you get there?
Jeez Louise. Rob G, set up the topic. Rob G, book the guest. Rob G, write the team.
Alex, it's going to happen sooner than we thought. Y'all ain't going to make Thanksgiving. The blowout's going to happen.
This is your job.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It really is not.
It is your job.
I'm over here looking up numbers to see the Josh Allen take and what makes sense and what doesn't.
On this show, this is your job, Mr. Producer.
The best part is I said, and you know what it is, and that's what it is, on facts. And I turn around, look at you, Rob. Rob's looking like hum. You know what my favorite part of this show is? You looking at Rob G for this text message. That's right. Let me be Rob G. It's simple. YouTube is cracking up. It's simple. It's so simple. Rob G, text Rob G.
Rob G, what are you doing? Bud Mexican you're unbelievable.
Will the Bills ever win a Super Bowl if Josh Allen doesn't play like Superman? Does he have to be the greatest player of all time every game for them to get the job done?
No, that's how Rob G feels. Do I got to be the greatest producer of all time in order for you to get this tease?
Oh, that sounds like a good tease, right? Very good, Rob G. You got a career. You might have a future career as a host.
By the way, Rob, I was looking at the stat for you when you get time for it. Tom Brady has won 7 playoff games where he's thrown at least 2 interceptions. 3 of them where he's thrown 3 interceptions.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You think Josh Allen going to win a game throwing 3 interceptions? Like,
no.
That won't happen.
All right. 877-99 on Fox. You heard what Rob G said. That's the tease. So if you're into it, it's a call back. If not, we understand.
It's a tease. If you didn't like the tease, you weren't teased enough.
Oh, Louise,
wasn't tantalizing.
Tease, right.
It was Rob G's fault.
It's Rob G, because when I give a tease, the phones light up. All right, 877-99 on Fox.
Oh, yeah, let me get my Mills Lane on, because y'all finna scrap today.
It is the Odd Couple on a, what is today, Friday?
Funky Flashback Friday.
Yeah, Funky Flashback Friday. I'm all
You need me to tell you the days, too?
Yeah,
just say Fox Sports Radio.
All right, on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Because in the great words of Rob G,
I'll give you the buns, I'll give you the pancakes.
in the US of A.
What's going to happen when LeBron James comes back into the lineup? Is he going to dominate the ball like he always has? And to his credit, for night 1 at least, took a back seat, played the third fiddle willingly, and the Lakers cruise.
That was easy to do. Okay.
Let me go first on this, Rob,
Okay.
because he has no choice at this point. He may be second, but he's not first anymore. This is Luka's team. His time out even put a bigger stamp on this being Luka's team, Rob. He has no choice but to be 2. Now, will he take the back seat to Austin Reeves as the season goes along? Now, that's going to be the real question, right? Austin Reeves doesn't have the credentials that LeBron has, so he can't really push back on him if he wants to be that guy. But for LeBron right now, this is actually the best situation for him if his ego doesn't get in the way, Rob. He gets to go in, have 15 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and not be tired as the season progresses and actually have a little energy in the playoffs if that happens. So for me, he should take a back seat. And if his ego doesn't get in the way, I think this thing could work out.
You make sense. Okay, but whether or not LeBron will subscribe to that.
Right. You don't think he will.
But he should be the third option. And no matter what. And if the Lakers, remember, new ownership,
Yes.
this is not the people who recruited you and Magic and Genie Bus. No, this is not those people anymore.
No.
Okay, they brought in Luka. He's 25 or 6. You know, you're 45. You know, like let's just keep it real. And they should be building for the future as you go on.
Yeah.
And Austin Reeves has more of a chance of being around with Luka for the next 5 or 6 years than LeBron.
Yeah.
So it should be obvious.
Yes.
You don't owe anybody a victory lap, sentimental reasons, all that. And once you get into that, you might as well move on totally. Yeah. It should never be about that. LeBron has outstayed his welcome.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
I know people think that's harsh.
No, I agree, though.
He's Tom Brady outstayed his welcome.
Yes.
You know, like when you play that long, it becomes an issue. It just does. Because
Yeah.
people feel like, well, you can't say nothing to him. What are you going to do? Well, if he wants to play, you got to play him. How are you going to tell him to take a back seat, a third seat at that? Not even just a back seat,
Right.
a third seat.
Right.
But if you're serious about winning, serious about moving the Lakers forward, LeBron represents the past, not the present, not the future.
The Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a funky Flashback Friday. DJ Ali Alex on the ones and twos. With iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us in all of our Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7. And the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio every day as one of your presets in the iHeartRadio app, so it's always going to pop up on top of your screen. That way it makes it easy for you. You don't have to search around for it. So go ahead and do that. And check out the YouTube as well. We're streaming on there live. What did the black memo go out? And I don't mean like black people. Shout out to us, but I meant black, me, you, Patrick, Sagar, Ian. Everybody, we got on the black hoodies all today, like black pullovers and stuff today.
Black power. What do you got, Rob G? Where's your glove?
Rob G put up the black power. Rob G, you lost your black card. We told you I ain't mess with you no more.
He
all
had
right.
a black roommate. He's good.
You did back in the day?
What?
I thought you had a black roommate. No.
Yeah, I did.
That's why
his
you
name
know.
was Trevante, but we call him T.
See?
Wait, are you for real?
I swear.
Because
He lived
that's
with
the
us for like a
nickname I
year,
made.
yeah.
Like Ian, you know I call him Evante because on your when you got the press box, you brought in all that soul food. I say, Ian, now the minute you eat these greens, you're not Ian no more. Your name is Evante.
And he ate them, too.
And you've been seeing how he been walking ever since? A little extra swag in his walk. All right, 877-99 on Fox. I believe the Bills are too Josh Allen reliant, and it's not fair to you can't go all the way and win a Super Bowl with that. But Rob G had some other numbers,
we're
too.
going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
We'll get to
Okay,
that. All right, let's take some calls.
Yep. This can't be Max in Georgia. Our guy, Rob G. Max, is this Max in Georgia? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, my man? Long time.
Man, listen, it's good to hear you. Listen, I'm afraid Josh Allen's going to be Jim Kelly, whether he reaches Super Bowl or not.
I'm with you.
That's not crazy.
I mentioned that the other day, didn't I? Jim Kelly couldn't win.
Listen, I've been saying this for a couple of years since they lost Diggs. I don't know why they don't run 12 personnel. With the roster they have and with Josh Allen's abilities, the heavy running backs they got, the 3 tight ends they could utilize with Kincaid, Knox, and Hawes. I would run 12 personnel all day. If you're going to be as predictable on the offense as you are, run 12 personnel, make the defense work for it. If we look at the 49ers and the Patriots, 2 teams that are known for 12 personnel, I think both those clubs have been to numerous NFC and AFC title games. So if I were them, I would run 12 personnel.
I got you.
Where
you been, Max?
Man, I've been coming back in and out of the country, man, for work. So it's been hit or miss. I call in on Trash Talking Tuesdays when I can, but I'm back stateside, so you'll be hearing from me.
My man,
No doubt.
thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
it.
Yep, great to hear your voice.
Sir.
Shout out to my man Dennis Ackerman, who listens. He told me, I talked to him the other day. I used to work do a show with him at LA Times. He said he listens to us all the time, every day.
Really?
But he said, but I tried. I could never get through. The phone lines are always lit up. I try to call. Oh, man, that's good to hear. That.
No, I know it's bad because people want to get in,
Right,
but
it's good to know that you all care and are trying. That's what it's. So shout out to my man Dennis. Good dude, good people up there in the Bay Area.
thank you. Adam in Vermont, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Adam?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
What's
Doing great.
Going good, man.
What you got?
Okay, well, there's a lot to this. I mean, the coaching thing is an aspect. I'm wondering how healthy they are on the front line because every time you would drop back, those guys would be, the Texans were just on him, like, without a half a second.
Well, one of their right tackle went down during the game, so that was part of it.
And they're playing the Texans, too, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
They're a top-notch defense.
And now I'm worried about his wrist. I mean, do we know what the deal is there? It looks like he got quite a wrist injury.
He got up quick, and I mean, after
We don't have any
obviously
update,
he was
We don't
hurt.
have
He was
one.
kind of kicking his legs. You thought something was wrong.
He said that his left side went numb a little bit, or his hand went numb, and other than that, he said he was fine.
It looked like something horrible happened. The way he was reacting on the ground,
Right.
I was like, oh shoot.
Thanks for the call there. Appreciate it. What about Andre in Massachusetts? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, it's obvious to me that Josh Allen has to be Superman. He's got to be Batman. You might want to throw an Iron Man in there in order for the Buffalo Bills to be successful. The record is what? 7-4 this year. He's got 18 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. They've been usurped by the New England Patriots. Drake May out there stealing all his thunder, and it's showing that when he's not on MVP pace, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions last year, playing out of his absolute mind, the Bills are not able to keep pace in a very competitive AFC. Never mind secure a first-round bye and that coveted home field advantage, but make the playoffs right now. So, yes, Josh Allen, he's being asked to do too much. This mom-and-pop operation has to beef up their weapons. We're seeing Stephon Diggs, he's had a renaissance here in New England, playing for Mike Vrabel. They're getting the best out of him. That talent could be in Buffalo working with Josh Allen, but they couldn't work it out. So he doesn't have the pieces that he needs to compete at the highest level. It's going to have to be on him to play out of his mind if the Bills are going to break through and win a Super Bowl. I'm pulling for him, but it doesn't look good. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, Dre. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll take more of your phone calls. 877-99 on Fox. If you're on the line, hang on. If not, you can chime in. We're still going to have more conversation on this.
Rob G's got some numbers, too. We'll tackle some of those numbers in a bit. Right now, Steve Sager, going to get you set on what is trending. Hey, Steve.
Yeah, well, let's start with the NFL news. As Detroit Lions tight end Sam Laporta is likely out for the year after back surgery. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart is still out with a concussion, so Jameis Winston will start again at Detroit. The Broncos gave kicker Will Lutz a 3-year extension. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is questionable for this weekend. He's still on IR with a toe injury. The Bears will miss their top 3 linebackers against the Steelers. Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers is questionable with the fractured left wrist. He was limited in practice yesterday and today. Packers running back Josh Jacobs is questionable. He was limited in practice with a knee injury. Colts quarterback Daniel Jones practiced fully today. Will play Sunday against Kansas City. Out for Jacksonville this Sunday at Arizona, wide receiver Brian Thomas and linebacker Trayvon Walker. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce says he'll decide on retirement or not by early March before free agency begins. Ole Miss says an announcement on the future of Coach Lane Kiffin will come in about a week after the rivalry game at Mississippi State. Virginia Tech's new contract with James Franklin, ex of Penn State, is for 5 years and more than $40 million. Texas A&M gave athletic director Trev Alberts a 6-year extension. The NCAA voted to rescind a rule that would have allowed athletes and staff to bet on pro sports. They're still not allowed to bet on NCAA games. Late first quarter, Florida State scoreless at NC State. Coming up late tonight in a couple hours on FS1, UNLV 8-2 hosts Hawaii 7-3. Among the many NBA games tonight, halftime at Cleveland, the Cavs are leading 62-55 over Indiana. The Pacers' record is 2-13. To college hoops, under 8 minutes left in the game. Number 6 Louisville leading at Cincinnati 54-45. And there's women's hoops on Fox TV at number 1 UConn. Connecticut leads 6th-ranked Michigan. It's 22-7 in the second quarter of this game. And earlier, Notre Dame on a late basket beat USC 61-59. Back to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Steve. All right, it's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Funky Flashback Friday. So what we're doing, we'll take a few more calls. Talk about Josh Allen. My whole point was they're too reliant. He has to do everything. That's not fair. That doesn't happen if you look at the history of quarterbacks. No, they don't always play great all the way through a playoff Super Bowl run.
Voted that guy MVP last year.
What does that matter? He's trying to win a MVP of a Super Bowl, and you can't win it when it's all on you. Rob G, give me some more numbers.
Well, first off, it's funny that you mentioned that, Rob, because the YouTubians, the Odd Mob, are going off, and there's a lot of back and forth about this topic, of course, Josh Allen and the Bills. And the MVP keeps coming up in some conversation. And it seems like the debate is, Josh Allen, if you are the MVP, you should be able to overcome this kind of thing.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But then the flip side of that is, that's why he is the MVP, because when he doesn't have it going, the team sucks.
You see what they are.
And so you're seeing both sides of the same coin,
No, they're not.
Being discussed.
They're not wrong at all.
But
even when he's good or great, right, Rob G?
That's a good point, because W mentioned, hey, you can't win a Super Bowl unless he's Superman every single game. The problem with that for Buffalo is he mostly has been Superman in the playoffs, and it didn't matter.
Thank you.
25 touchdowns, 4 picks in his postseason career.
Hello?
You're proving my point.
No, but I'm just saying.
Even EVC has no help. That's my point.
Stop, LeBron. Everything is no help when he loses in the postseason.
And in the games that he loses, 9 touchdowns through the air, 2 interceptions.
That's not that bad.
That's not bad at all. When you consider, if you look at Patrick Mahomes.
That's what I was saying.
In the Super Bowl, 10 touchdowns, 7 picks, and he's got 3 rings.
He's got the luxury of saying, thanks for bailing me out.
Well, he has been bailed out. We talked about that as well. So.
Lamar Jackson won a playoff game, 179 yards passing, no touchdowns, 1 pick.
That's what I mean. Let me tell you who ain't winning that
Tom
game.
Brady won a Super Bowl, the second one against the Rams, the last one with New England.
Mm-hmm.
No touchdowns, an interception, and a fumble.
Tom Brady has won 7 playoff games throwing at least 2 interceptions. 3 times he's won throwing 3 interceptions.
Let me tell you who ain't getting that.
That was that Green Bay
Josh
one.
Allen.
Remember
Yes, that was
Green
one
Bay?
of them,
That
yeah.
was the bad one with the 3 interceptions.
In the
When he was with the
second half
Bucks.
alone.
When he was with the Bucks. Yeah. But that's my point, Rob. That he doesn't have that luxury. He doesn't have the special team luxury or the running game luxury or the defense luxury. It's what you gonna do. That's it.
877-99 on Fox. We got a few more calls we can get in. How about Rockin' Rodney in Waco, Texas?
Oh, boy.
Rockin', you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
Hey, good evening, fellas.
How's it going?
You?
So, if they're going to ask Josh Allen to do that, he probably needs a little bit of a bump in pay, is what I'm thinking.
He make a ton of money. I don't know what does he make, Josh Allen?
I know he's up there because he's like top 4 or 5. I have to look it up exactly, but he's up
Yeah,
there.
but I mean, when you're multitasking, you should get paid a little bit better.
Yeah, that's true. Like in radio, when you're carrying a radio show and you're doing all this other. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're right. Let me have my agent call Scott. Scott, expect a call on Monday.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate
for
the call.
Appreciate it. You were right away.
I was ready for that.
You was
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I need a raise. That's right.
You ain't lying. Let me
Ronnie. All right, Rob G. Again, we've told you about this. Rob G just wrote on here, Ronnie in Long Island. You're never in Long Island. What are you, Rob G?
You're on Long Island?
Yes, Ronnie on Long Island. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, it's Ronnie from Long Island. I'm saying we beat Mahomes. We beat Lamar. You're talking them up. Let me know what it is.
All right, but what do you want? Are they going to win a Super Bowl?
We're going to win the Super Bowl. You guys are talking trash. We beat both of them.
Okay,
both of them.
Wait, who is the we he talking
wait
about?
Wait a minute, that and 250. What is it now? 290. We'll get you on the
Be a
subway.
hater all you want. Be a hater all you want, okay? You're going to see us on the ship.
Who is I'm legitimately asking, who's the team? I don't know who
He's talking about Buffalo. He's a Buffalo Bills
I didn't know who he was
fan
talking about.
living on Long
That's
Island.
what I said. I don't know who he could be the Giants or something. I don't know who he's talking about. All right. The Bills.
How lame is that?
Yeah.
He's not even upstate New York. He must be from there.
I mean, but he's wanted some good football.
They always say that.
Couldn't be the Jets, it couldn't be the-
Buffalo's the only team in New York because the other two are in New Jersey.
It's almost as bad as Rob growing up in Queens and being a Yankee
And the Yankee fan is crazy.
I used to take the train to Shea Stadium. I was not a Yankee fan when I was before.
Man,
Then when the Yankees started winning, I
When
was
the-
all aboard
But
the
then
Yankees.
when the 90s happened, and I said to myself, that was right at the peak of my career.
You guys, please.
Oh, I told you the worst thing that happened to you is we got YouTube now. So they can all see you.
1986. Is this Anomaly in Idaho? Anomaly.
Okay.
You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports
Must be a
Radio.
black person.
What's up?
Anomaly in Idaho.
Happy Flashback Friday, fellas.
Thank you. No doubt. Have a happy Thanksgiving, too, next week.
Well, you too. Now, look, I just want to talk off topic. You've been talking about Josh Allen, and you're right, Kelvin. He has to do everything. Anyway, guys, I listen to you every night. I love this show. And, Rob G., how do you do it? And then, Alex, you're a hidden talent, okay?
Oh, well, everybody's listen to that. Very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead. I want you to big up Alex and Rob G., and we appreciate that you listen to the show every night. What do you,
I know
what do you
something
mean,
coming to you.
Alex? No, I'm asking. What does Alex who say he's a hidden talent?
He's so damn funny. I just love the spontaneity of your show. I just love it. Anyway.
Thank
hey,
you, my
Rob.
man.
Yes.
You bet. Rob, I saw that video of you playing softball.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're quite an athlete. Did you play any other recreation sports?
Nah, it was really, you know what?
That sounds like AI to me.
No. It was a softball. I had, a matter of fact, FS1 had a softball team, and I used to leave here and go play. Been back in the day before.
Who was
COVID.
good?
Huh?
Aside from you, were the Aaron Judge
So
of the team. But
that
who
was
was
I
good?
wasn't Aaron Judge because I wasn't hitting any home runs. But we appreciate the call.
No doubt.
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I want to see some video evidence of this softball team.
You didn't see it, Rob G. You've seen it. It's on Twitter, right? Me getting a nice double, turned a nice double into a single.
Like that.
I couldn't get the second.
You couldn't get. Hey, listen. We don't need you blowing out no hamstrings for real. All right. On the way, we have somebody. I think this is one of the rare times you and I will agree that it's time for them to hang up the cleats. We'll talk about that. It's the Yacht Club of Fox Sports Radio.
Shedeur Sanders will be getting the start QB1 for the Cleveland Browns this Sunday in Vegas when they take on the Raiders.
All right, I'm just going to say it out front, and I know you're going to think it's hyperbole, and here's Rob, of course, going overboard and making something bigger than it is. But this is Judgment Day for Shedeur Sanders. Judgment Day. I don't want to hear about snaps. I don't want to about he didn't do it. He'll have a week's practice. Yeah. All of that under his belt. Mm-hmm. He better not hold on to the ball too long. He better not fumble. He better not throw a couple of interceptions against this terrible team called the Las Vegas Raiders. If you can't beat them and perform like everybody's been beating them like a drum, here's your opportunity. You better play well. All of your excuse makers, I don't want to hear you if he throws 2 or 3 picks or a fumble and they lose to the Raiders. It's set up on a platter for you. This is better than Thanksgiving. You know why? You don't have to have the gravy or the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
This is straight turkey, juicy and wet. Okay, I'm talking about the turkey. All you need to do is come out and ball out and beat the Raiders like everybody else. Mm-hmm. Put the athletic talent on display. We already know that the Browns have the defense that's going to stop the Raiders, right?
Yes.
So now it's just a question of, can you put up points against that team, that pathetic team that Pete Carroll has in Las Vegas? You better play well. You better excel. If not, don't want to hear it. Yeah. Don't want to hear the excuses. Here's your opportunity, Shedeur.
No, 100%. This is a prime opportunity. He's playing a team that is not good. I'm not going to go to your level with it, Rob, but they are not good.
They're terrible.
They're not a good team. Ideal situation.
Pete Carroll should be embarrassed. It's one thing, Kerry, and I'm just going to say this. You could be like, okay, Pete Carroll's there. Mm-hmm. You expected Geno to play better. He's played really bad, so the quarterback play isn't great.
Yeah.
But they still got a decent defense. They still got a decent special team. No, they don't. Nothing. they can't run the ball. Quarterback play is atrocious.
Yeah.
Their defense is bad. Like, not special teams is bad. They fired a special teams coach earlier this year.
Yeah. No.
Nothing.
Yeah. No. They're a bad team. And Shedeur does have a chance to come out and get solid footing early against a really bad team and put up some numbers and show why he should be the guy there. This may be his only chance in Cleveland, which it sounds crazy.
It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin.
I feel like I'm in a disco right here.
Hey, funky flashback Friday.
I'm on
Get it?
skates.
Hey, could you skate?
A little
That's
bit.
the one thing I
would
wasn't
go
good
on a
at.
Friday night to try to skate with the women. You know,
Tight pants, tighter pants.
It wasn't always good, but I did.
Yeah, I was
right?
never great.
No,
And
I
it'd be
wasn't
lit.
great,
It was a
but
place
you'd
to
have
be.
go. You'd have to
Oh,
go.
without a doubt, man. When you were like 15, 16 to like 19, 20,
I used to get on the roller coaster and all that stuff too, and then
just trying to get to the ladies.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they want to go, you like can't be like,
yeah, like no, ain't nothing to it.
Right, like what? You're not getting on? Like,
Yeah.
forget that dude.
Yeah, that's what you. The context of these things are hilarious. I remember why I said that one too, but it just doesn't even matter at this point.
No, the tight pants one. You got loosened pants.
Yeah, well, yours were tighter. Yours were tighter. Mine apparently
Tighter pants.
were loosened.
The shorter shorts.
For over
The cargo shorts.
over 40 years. Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for what, how, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. Yes, they will come to you. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. By the way, with roller skating, imagine cool radio guy. This is 20 years ago. Hey, you got to host an event, and there's going to be 500 teenagers at this roller skating rink. It was the place to be, lit. They had an artist come and everything, and then they clear out the entire skating rink. Rob, coming out now to host a dance contest from Club 93.7 K-Dub, and I have to come out there and can't skate, and I had to skate out to the middle of that rink in front of everybody. And had to act like I wasn't nervous, Rob. I have done, you know how to career. I've done a lot of things. Never been more nervous than that.
I believe it.
400 or 500 kids turn around and skate, all of their arms on the thing, just resting, waiting to hear what I got to say. And I had to roll out there by myself.
And you're like,
I had to hit the brakes. I was so nervous, Rob. Oh, it was terrifying. All right. Somebody, their coaching staff and themselves, he says I might want to stick around for another year. You and I have talked about it before. That's Travis Kelce. Rob G, Travis Kelce's talking about he's undecided about next year.
Yeah, before last Super Bowl, you recall, before the Eagles won, it was an open secret. Anybody who knew anything around the team, nationally or locally, all said, hey, this is going to be Travis Kelce's last game. Everybody anticipating it,
Right.
teammates anticipating it. He's going to go out on top with a three-peat. They get their doors blown off. So he says, you know what, I can't go out like that. Got to run it back 2025. This season, his numbers are way up from last year, but the team's much worse than they were last year. So now he's telling his brother Jason on their podcast, I think I might play again next season, but I'm going to wait to make the final decision until March before free agency.
I'm okay with meaning move on. It's okay.
Nah, I'm done with that.
Heck of a
Come on.
career.
He's 36. Come
36,
on, man. Stop it.
and he's lost his step. He's missing blocks. Now he's had a couple of touchdowns
and
lately.
even this year, right? But they're 5-5.
Yeah.
Like they might not. So you played a little bit better, right? You did because the last year was awful.
And they're airing it out more
Right.
than this year. Here's what I'm going to need from him. If I'm Andy Reid or the offensive coordinator, I'm part of this organization. I'm saying this. Look, you can be our version of Jared Dudley or Juwan Howard. Remember when Juwan Howard was on the Miami Heat as a player for like 27 years, but he never played. He was just out there, and if it was garbage time, maybe go get a couple of minutes.
Well, he had all that money they had to pay him.
That 20-something, 18 million, 20 million, whatever it was.
That deal right there. Oh,
Then
my God.
He won. I'm going to say, man, we got some other tight ends we're trying to develop. We got some other guys who are more athletic, who are more, hungrier at this point. So,
Tim
sure.
Tebow needs a job as a tight end.
There's a few times in life we all go, this is going to be horrible as it goes into it.
And we knew
We
it,
all
right.
knew. So if he wants to do that, just know your playing expectation has to be minimal. Like we don't need you for that at this point. In fact, the opposite. We're trying to build up other guys. So we can maybe there's another Travis Kelce sitting in our tight end room that we can get to.
To me, if they don't make the playoffs, it would be weird. Okay, so to come back, and then what if it's worse next year? You know what I mean? Like okay, the wheels are off now. Like,
but I'm saying I don't mind if he's there if you're a third string. Like you're there to teach guys how to practice. To teach guys like
he's got
because
he's
not
got a
bring,
superstar wife. He makes $1 gazillion. He got that podcast. He ain't playing.
Well, then I'm okay.
Okay, but
because
you know what
I
want
to find my next dude. I want to find my Kincaid, my Laporta,
I just can't see him being like, oh, I'm a player's coach. I'm third string. I'll go in there once in a while. I just don't see it.
All right.
No,
well, you better get ready to host a game show. Because you better get ready to go get. He's been in a movie or two. Go get win an Oscar. because the thing that is obvious. He and Patrick Mahomes aren't quite on the same page anymore. Something's off. Like, they're missing each other. He turns left. Patrick threw it right. I mean, they've had some plays where you're like, dude, that never happens. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy every time.
There was that interception, right? Or what was it, against the Eagles? Bounced off his hand?
Yeah.
Was that the Eagles? What game was that?
I don't think – was it the Eagles? Yeah, but he just –
it was a bad interception.
Yeah. Yeah. It came in hot, but he was supposed to catch that. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got to come down with that. And he's just this is what happens with anybody with age, right? When you're playing a sport, right?
What?
You lose a step, you're not quite as quick.
What?
Sports. I bailed you out. I said sports.
All right.
You know?
I still got my fastball, I want you to know.
Yeah, I mean, a good 84 miles. Like, that's if we saying like a college fastball, you got it.
You know what's crazy is I can hear people in their cars and on YouTube saying, how are you going to say that he's not good this season? He leads the team in targets and first downs and touchdowns and yards and all these different things. This is one situation where if you're box score watching, then you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Because anybody who's watched them play can tell you Travis Kelce has lost several steps.
He's
not just
missing blocks.
Yes. So it's interesting that this came out 2 days after CBS Sports speaks to a handful of coaches and execs about what's gone wrong with Kansas City. To a man, every single person says the biggest problem is they're older, they're slower. Travis Kelce, here's some quotes from NFL people. This is not Rob and Kelvin. Kelce's nowhere close to the player he was in 23, and that guy's nowhere close to the guy he was in 21. He's in a free fall from a skill standpoint.
They see it.
Kelce is diminishing. Kelce, not as potent as he once was. So if you just look at the stats, like, oh, he's great. Of course we'll want him back. No.
You know what it's like? Seriously, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's even like LeBron's numbers. Like, he has these numbers, but the impact isn't the same. Would you agree with that? You know what I mean? Like, he's filling up the stat sheet, and you go, oh, LeBron's still averaging 26 or 27. Wow, and is 40 years old. The impact isn't the same.
There's a level of fools. I think LeBron still impacts more than Travis.
No, but I
get your point of where if you just look at the box score.
You can't just look at the box score.
No.
Because LeBron gives you nothing on the defensive end, and we saw Travis Kelce. What was that play this year where he's standing there? Was that the Super Bowl or was that Super Bowl where he's standing there at midfield, not doing anything?
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is running around. He's just standing there. He's not even looking to block somebody so that Patrick Mahomes can maybe give him more time to make a throw or run the other way or something. He's just standing there.
And remember, he's and I don't want to bring this in the sense that I know he didn't mean it and it probably hurt him emotionally but he's the reason Rashee Rice was out. Or Worthy, I'm sorry. Was it Worthy or it was Worthy. Remember, he run first couple of plays, boom, runs into Worthy, tears him up. He's out for a handful of weeks. So he's just not, and it happens again, especially when you were here, right? One of the best ever. He's 36. You played a bunch of football. You played in the playoffs so many times. You probably added another season or so. This is what expected. I mean, so I'm not mad if he retires. Hall of Famer, first ballot, heck of a career. They might need to start moving on. It's that time to consider it.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is.
Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding!
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
Wrong!
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
In the NBA tonight, late third quarter at Cleveland, the Cavs are leading Indiana 91-75. The Pacers with a record of 2-13, winless on the road so far. Brooklyn is 2-12, but leading at Boston 70-61, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. In men's college hoops, number 9 BYU was a winner in Salt Lake City today against number 23 Wisconsin, 98-70. Number 6 Louisville has just won at Cincinnati, 74-64. There's college football tonight, a little bit. It's got NC State 7-3 over Florida State early in the second quarter. Coming up in an hour and a half on FS1, Hawaii at UNLV. Ole Miss says an announcement on the future of Coach Lane Kiffin will come in about a week after the rivalry game at Mississippi State. Detroit Lions tight end Sam Laporta is likely out for the year after back surgery. Jackson Dart of the Giants still out with a concussion. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
This sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy. Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 on a funky Flashback Friday. You've got the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And if you missed any of today's show, you'll want to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast right after the show. Today's podcast will be posted. Rob G working on it as we speak. Be sure to follow the podcast, rate it at least 5 stars, and even provide a review. Again, just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's full show and a best of version posted right after we get off the air. Don't forget, coming up in about 28 minutes, Lamar Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
BetMGM, Director of Trading. Also, Last Call and NFL Pigskin Pickoff.
I don't like the way you're looking right now.
I'm looking at Rob.
Yeah, I know what you're looking.
He refuses to acknowledge that I was 4-1 last week.
Were you? Is this confirmed?
Yes.
I don't know.
Ian confirmed it. I've already talked
How
to
did Ian confirm? Was it with him last week?
Yes.
Okay, it was with Ian last week. 4-1, that's pretty good.
So if Ian confirmed it, why are you asking me?
Because you had it wrong on that sheet. I saw the thing that you had. Whoever had
I haven't
that,
looked at the sheet yet.
It said 3-2. I was 4-1.
We might not make the end of the show
1-4.
before y'all finally fight.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We might not make the end of the show.
I was 4-1. There was a discrepancy on the Seahawks game.
Now you got me about to go Google and make sure it's legit because
Yes.
I can't trust you like that.
That's good. No. Come on, man. I've been rolling. You got to admit,
You
the
have
last
been rolling.
3 weeks.
You've been rolling.
Rob G, I've been rolling 4-1.
But see, this is
every
what
week,
happened
right?
last year. I was you last year.
No.
And
Not-
you no, it was, and I was at a nice, cushion, and you came back.
But the last 5 or 6 weeks, you've been
Yeah.
getting pummeled.
I can't deny it. One thing about me, man, I'm gonna keep it real, and I've been getting my butt beat. That sounded crazy. Alex, don't do that. All right, he ain't paying attention.
Thank God.
Thank God.
All
Hey,
right.
Alex.
Give me a sec.
No, love you.
There we go. All right, Rob G, we got a big game this coming Sunday.
Oh, that's an understatement. It is the game of the century.
Settle down.
Are you kidding me right now?
Yes, everybody and their uncle.
We're talking Super Bowl Sunday level television ratings coming up this Sunday.
They should have flexed it and made
They
it a
should have
national
flexed
Sunday
it
night
to
game.
Sunday
They
night.
should have made this the Sunday
Ain't nobody
nighter.
care about Bucks Rams.
Nah.
Let me get Shedeur Sanders
Yep.
in his NFL debut, taking on Geno Smith and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh yeah,
Raiders. 4-point home favorites in the game that we're expecting fireworks. No, we're not. This is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a rough watch for everybody.
It is.
No one's going to enjoy it. In fact, leading up to this game, FoxSports.com, do some great work over there. Talk to several anonymous scouts to get their thoughts on Shedeur leading into Sunday's game.
Kelvin, here we go. This ain't the fanboys. These are the scouts who work in the National Football.
Yeah, what they say? Let me hear.
And for the most part, they all said, hey, that was an absolutely terrible debut, 4-16. It was rough.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be better next week. Don't judge him just on that game. However, one scout said Shedeur looked, quote, uncomfortable and jumpy, more so than any other quarterback he's evaluated in their debut. Another scout said everybody's expecting him to bounce back, because he's going to have a week to prepare, so he should be better. This scout says, I'm not so sure about that because he didn't prepare for the draft process. So how are we sure he's going to put that kind of effort leading into this game here on Sunday against the Raiders?
I ain't like that. I was cool with the first coup. I ain't like that. I ain't like that one bit. See, now y'all about to go make me go get the Barry Sanders jersey that's supposed to be Shedeur jersey. Y'all about to make me go
all
do
I
that.
know is I heard a Dan Patrick promo where he said about the people in the media who are carrying Dion and Shedeur's water. I mean, I like that. Thanks,
I bet
Dan.
you do. All right. Shedeur.
'Cause there are a lot of people carrying their water.
Well, again, I can't wait for the 30 for 30 to come out. Shedeur Sanders, this is how I feel. Shedeur go into this game, you are absolutely auditioning for 32 teams. Yes, 32 because you're even auditioning for Cleveland, which I think is probably the least of your opportunities. I think he is auditioning because you got to go into this game prepared to, obviously, people are watching, People have questioned your preparedness and how you go about it. Some people are giving you the benefit of the doubt. Hey, you got thrust in there. Some people are saying it doesn't matter. You're supposed to be ready. So all eyes are going to be watching this. This game on paper is a terrible game.
You know what kills me? It kills me.
What?
What about not being ready? You're a backup. Guess what your job is?
It's to be ready.
It's to be ready
but
when they
we've
call
had
the number.
We've had people come out and say, "Oh, you're supposed to get some." Some people haven't said you're not supposed to get none. So you come into this one.
All I know is
all eyes are on you.
I saw Kurt Warner said that the backup didn't get any reps when I was the number one. I wanted all the reps.
Right. Well, I mean, but you're also MVP. I get it.
No,
Kurt
but
Warner.
I'm just saying. So it's not as uncommon because you see Rex Ryan and he'll go there and goes, "This is strange." Like he's making it like something's going on, and he never heard of a backup.
And that's why I said it's some because we've heard some come out. I texted a couple of folks. Ephraim Salam was one of them. He said, "Yeah, we would give him a few reps throughout the week just to keep him ready."
I heard a lot of quarterbacks. Dan Orlovsky was on the set saying,
he said no.
I was there for years. I didn't get any reps.
So everybody's going to be watching more than the Browns-Raiders warrants, for sure. But everybody's going to be watching to see because you're either going to be hoping he does well, you're going to be hoping he does bad, but everybody's going to be watching.
Who's hoping that he does bad?
Did you want me to call you by name?
No, I don't.
No. A lot of people, Rob, don't do that. He's polarizing.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Nobody's.
What are you talking? Don't, Rob Parker. Don't play with me right now. It's a Friday. We done made it through the week. It's show us over. Don't play with me.
Who's rooting for him to fail?
I wish I knew the 85 million people who were by name so I could tell you. So I just had to give you a number.
Why do they care whether he plays well or not?
That's called sports.
Why?
It's polarizing. Some people watch Patrick Mahomes and hope people watch Floyd Mayweather to get his head knocked off or to knock somebody else's head off. That's what sports is a lot of times.
A 5th round draft
Stop it, Rob. You're going to be sitting there with baby oil if he goes and throws 4 interceptions and only gets 80 yards. I'm calling off on Monday if that happens. Ain't nobody going to want to hear what you got to say. So anyway, he's auditioning for every other team in this NFL because I think the Browns will look for an opportunity to trade him. And he's kind of in a lose-lose situation where if he plays well, Rob Parker on Monday is going to say this. Let me tell you what Rob Parker is going to say.
Ahead.
So Shedeur wins the game. They win by 7. He's going to have 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And here's what Rob Parker is going to say. It's the Raiders! They call them General Hospital because sick people come and get better. It's the Raiders. Rob G doesn't even watch the Raiders. He's a Raiders fan. That's easy. I could throw 3 touchdowns against the Raiders. He loses and throws 3 interceptions. I told you he's a bum. What are you? His debut was a debut. You're laughing because you know it's the truth. So he's in a lose-lose situation. He plays well. It's the Raiders. He's supposed to. Plays like terrible. I knew he wasn't supposed to. That's why he's a 5th round. So go out there, play your best, do well, and know that other teams are watching, and they're willing to give up a 5th round and go ahead and get traded, go somewhere else.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yes.
If he plays, everybody else has beat the Raiders like a drum. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
If he plays poorly, fumbles, couple interceptions, holds on to the ball for sacks, what will be the excuse? Seriously, because it can't be got a week with the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll be he doesn't have any weapons, or Stefanski doesn't want him to succeed, or the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, like I used to say with Justin Fields, you can't be on 3 different teams and different coaches and different offensive coordinators and different offensive lines. And it's always something. Well, if he's on this team, well, it ain't fair because Justin Fields, the Bears, they've never had a quarterback. Well, you can't blame them because the Jets, they always think no matter who's the quarterback. Like at some point, right?
Yeah,
At some point, you have to play better, and that's all I'm saying. He completed his first 2 passes and then went 2 for 14.
Here's my counter to that, Rob.
That's it.
That will be officially 1.5 games, give or take, for him, if he does what you said. Well, then we got to get rid of J.J. McCarthy because he didn't have 5-6 games and a whole year last year just to be there, be on the team, learn the offense, you just be with the organization, and he looks like a bum at times.
There's a difference.
So my point is,
no. I'm going to stop you because what you're doing is the classic. Comparing a guy who was drafted in the 1st round compared to a guy who's in the 5th round. And there's a huge difference on why Baker Mayfield got another chance, on why Sam Darnold got another chance because they were first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
So they are always going to get where somebody feels like they can get another thing. If he fails this year and doesn't play well, it might be, he can play in the league and be a backup or third-string quarterback. It ain't automatic that he's going to get.
You talking about JJ?
No, I'm
Who are you
talking about
right now. Shedeur?
I'm talking about Shedeur.
Okay.
It ain't automatic he's going to get a starting job is what I'm saying. Whereas those guys, despite them stumbling and having some issues, were first round of talent evaluators, and they look at people differently.
I'm with you on that. All I'm saying
that's
is
all I'm saying.
I can't
it
go.
ain't the same. JJ was the 10th pick. What was he? 10th
pick. Yeah.
And Shedeur was the 5th round. JJ has way more rope to develop than Shedeur.
And by the way, Shedeur looked better as a passer in college than JJ.
Who did he beat in college? Can you name the team he beat in college? He had a losing record in college. Who did he beat? Who did he beat?
He was winning games in Colorado.
No, they had a losing record. He has a losing record.
Went throw for throw with Caleb Williams, the Heisman Trophy winner.
Who did he beat?
I don't know Colorado's schedule.
They beat one school, right? One. And what was TCU? We found out later on. What did we find out, Rob G?
They were Fugazi.
They were Fugazi. They were coming off being in the national championship game, right? So when they beat them, that's when everybody went Colorado crazy. Oh, my God.
You didn't believe.
You didn't believe.
Remember that?
Ed Werder, you can't ask me questions.
Ed Werder, that's right.
Yeah, he
Be
was
quiet.
calling about. Do you believe?
And then,
that's my boy out there. I'm telling you right now. That's my boy. Do you believe?
And then all,
Baby,
and then all of
we're
a
out
sudden,
here playing darn football. He loves a good darn.
And then all of a sudden, all those people were flying in.
Everybody was there. Don't act like your boy was there. Stephen A was right there.
Stephen A on the sideline.
Put the camera on me.
And
Colorado's gonna win a natty.
And all that, and they were doing concerts with Lil Wayne before the game. All that
sound like a good old time.
Rob G, what happened to that in the second half? They didn't even show up. They stopped.
All I know is the Shedeur-led Buffaloes won 6 or 7, 8 games that year. They won 1 before they got there. Okay, that's all I know. That's all I'm saying.
They beat one ranked opponent, and
it's Colorado. They ain't playing, a insane schedule.
No, but
they're not in the SEC.
But he had a losing record. They were retiring. Can you imagine a quarterback who had a losing record having their number retired? It's
at Colorado.
That's mind-boggling.
You acting like they got some. He had a winning record. First of all, don't disrespect.
What?
That's why I'm glad I'm here.
They had a losing record.
He was 13-12 at Colorado. Take that for data.
Are you adding in how many bowl games in top
He was 13-12. They started off 4-8. He was 9-4 the next year. Take that for data.
Hey Rob, who did Caleb Williams beat in college? I want to know.
Now that's a real one.
He was a Heisman Trophy.
Who did he beat?
No.
He
was a Heisman Trophy.
Sports
winner.
got a short menu.
That's why he was supposed to beat people.
He was a Heisman Trophy.
And who was supposed to beat some people at USC with Lincoln Riley, the man, offensive guru. 2 years he ain't do nothing.
You asked Lincoln Riley who he's beat because he's beat nobody.
Caleb Williams. And he went bar for bar with Caleb.
Rob's so compromised right now. He's like, not only am I a Caleb guy, I got the jingle, but I also work for USC. Don't you dare ask me a question about that right now.
You know I am no company man.
Oh, hold on.
I've never been a company man. USC.
Hey, Rob, Aaron Judge struck out for the 4th time tonight. What do you think? Well, it's a tough game. Good pitching over there.
Caleb Williams, all that talent, all that USC ain't do nothing.
That's Lincoln Riley's problem.
Yeah, whatever. No, that's my Heisman winning quarterback.
He did his part. All right, 877-99 on Fox because we want to hear from you on this. Is Shedeur Sanders, here's the excuse by Kelvin, he's in a lose-lose situation this Sunday against the Raiders.
No, go play. He's playing for audition. He's auditioning.
Wowsy,
somebody's going to call Cleveland and give him a 5th-round pick for Shedeur.
He's in a lose-lose. Wowsy, woo. Why can't he just play well against a team that's been beat like a drum all year? We'll continue that conversation next with you.
Shedeur has 6 touchdowns versus Caleb Williams.
It's the odd cup. Did he win a game?
No, USC was staying in Lake Colorado.
It's the he didn't win.
No, they won.
It's the Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Stick and stay.
Because Kelvin Shedeur Sanders said it himself.
And I've been getting my butt beat.
In the US of A.
Shedeur Sanders will be getting the start, QB1 for the Cleveland Browns this Sunday in Vegas when they take on the Raiders.
All right, I'm just going to say it out front, and I know you're going to think it's hyperbole, and here's Rob, of course, going overboard and making something bigger than it is. But this is Judgment Day for Shedeur Sanders. Judgment Day. I don't want to hear about snaps. I don't want to about he didn't do it. He'll have a week's practice. Yeah. All of that under his belt. Mm-hmm. He better not hold on to the ball too long. He better not fumble. He better not throw a couple of interceptions against this terrible team called the Las Vegas Raiders. If you can't beat them and perform like everybody's been beating them like a drum, here's your opportunity. You better play well. All of your excuse makers, I don't want to hear you if he throws 2 or 3 picks or a fumble and they lose to the Raiders. It's set up on a platter for you. This is better than Thanksgiving. You know why? You don't have to have the gravy or the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
This is straight turkey, juicy and wet. Okay, I'm talking about the turkey. All you need to do is come out and ball out and beat the Raiders like everybody else. Mm-hmm. Put the athletic talent on display. We already know that the Browns have the defense that's going to stop the Raiders, right?
Yes.
So now it's just a question of, can you put up points against that team, that pathetic team that Pete Carroll has in Las Vegas? You better play well. You better excel. If not, don't want to hear it. Yeah. Don't want to hear the excuses. Here's your opportunity, Shedeur.
No, 100%. This is a prime opportunity. He's playing a team that is not good. I'm not going to go to your level with it, Rob, but they are not good.
They're
obviously.
Terrible.
They're not a good team. Ideal situation.
Pete Carroll should be embarrassed. It's one thing, Kerry, and I'm just going to say this. You could be like, okay, Pete Carroll's there. Mm-hmm. You expected Geno to play better. He's played really bad, so the quarterback play isn't great.
Yeah.
But they still got a decent defense. They still got a decent special team. No, they don't. Nothing. they can't run the ball. Quarterback play is atrocious.
Yeah.
Their defense is bad. Like, not special teams is bad. They fired a special teams coach earlier this year.
Yeah. No.
Nothing.
Yeah. No. They're a bad team. And Shedeur does have a chance to come out and get solid footing early against a really bad team and put up some numbers and show why he should be the guy there. This may be his only chance in Cleveland, which it sounds crazy.
Sports Radio, Odd Couple Rob, Kelvin, Funky Flashback Friday, Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM Director of Trading. We'll talk to him in about 5-6 minutes or so. Make sure you check out the YouTube because on YouTube we have the right now we're streaming live with simulcasting Odd Couple FSR. Just search Odd Couple FSR. Like, share, comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And speaking of YouTube, let's take some comments from YouTube. Rob G, what we got? The Odd Mob.
Yeah, the YouTubians are out in full force. A lot of conversation regarding Shedeur Sanders, of course. Number one, this one's Z Main says his fan base is just the worst. Maybe that's part of the conversation. Here's another one. This one I think is directed at Rob Parker. Joe Thomas says he must got a glizzy in his mouth.
Oh, God.
I thought that was
Joe, that is. I had a glizzy in my mouth.
Even though he did have one, that's inappropriate.
That is so inappropriate.
And then here's the last one. Courtney Miller is spamming the comments. He's got 15 straight comments now. I'm only going to read one of them. Short menu. You're right, Rob G. Go get him. I mean, everything else is about Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, but I'm not going to read all 15 comments.
I don't know what you said, Rob G. You just wanted to be right about something?
No, I just felt good.
You felt good? I'm not mad at you. You deserve it, but just what were you right about, though? Like,
no, that he called me out on the sports as a short man.
And then he did add later, he, talking about Shedeur, is a starter in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns suck. Their play calling is horrible.
All right.
I don't know how you could say that with a straight face.
That he's a starter?
Yeah.
We just don't know.
He had the worst statistical debut in like 15 seasons.
Like that those are facts. That's not like somebody judging. Those are just based off of the numbers.
This will be a better week, though, just in that. All right, now, because to our point, there's no excuses. Like, you got your week, you got the feel, you got, see what it is.
We might see 3 interceptions. I'm just saying. 877-99 on Fox. No, I don't. I just said we might see 877-99
Our phone's
on Fox.
going to blow up like crazy if he has.
I'll be in the parking lot on Sunday night. I'm just
3 interceptions and a fumble, boy. You're going to be living your best life. You might want that more than the Lions losing in the playoffs or something.
I need both.
You need both.
And
don't be greedy.
And I might have maple syrup instead of baby oil. I'm just saying. Let's go. Justin in New Mexico. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Justin?
Good evening, fellas.
How are you?
Yo.
I'm doing well, man. Can you guys hear me?
We got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I wasn't real sure what the debate was. I just kind of heard the back end of y'all's last hour here, man. I had to work, so what were you guys tapping in on?
Well, basically, Kelvin is saying it's a lose-lose. If he beats the Raiders, who everybody's beaten, no one's going to put much stock in it, and if he plays poorly,
they're going to say, see, I told you he sucked.
He can't even beat the bad Raiders.
And they've already declared Dylan Gabriel is their starter.
As soon as he's
healthy, he's back. So it's kind of like, what can he really do? But look, worse is that's the only thing where people be a big news headline to me.
I got you. Okay. I'll say there's probably no more pressure on any player in the NFL this weekend than that guy, Shedeur Sanders, man. Think about the target on his back. If he lays an egg, he's done. His confidence is going to be shot. But if he has a good game, maybe he can establish something to build up on. I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of faith in it. He don't play for a very good franchise. They got a good defense. Maybe they can get a win in Las Vegas. But, man, I'll tell you, man.
Here's the other part, too. And Rob G., who's a big Raider fan, of course. Kelvin. The Raiders are due. Oh, my God.
Only reason why I'll forever disagree with that, and you know why.
Why?
Think about it.
No, don't say that. I'm not talking about the Lions winning the Super Bowl.
0-16. No, that's what I'm saying. Like me.
No, I just
I've witnessed it. We do.
Like the Raiders are so due and need a win. I'm just saying.
All they got to do is block Max Crosby because he's going to make it a hard day on Shedeur. I said it like it was easy. Like everybody doesn't try. He's the one. He can wreck the game plan. Watch Max Crosby.
You know what's tough about this game is if you're being honest with yourself about what you're going to see, more than likely he's not going to be great. He might not be terrible like he was last week.
Like Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, realistically, he's probably somewhere, 180 yards. Maybe throws a touchdown. Maybe he has one turnover or two, whatever. But it's entirely possible that Browns defense, which is awesome, Myles Garrett's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, that he just totally wrecks the Raiders. They already got one of the worst offenses in football.
Yeah.
So he could play poorly or mediocre or whatever and win, and the discourse around him is going to be so much more different than what it should be.
It'll
gonna
be
like,
just the
see,
defense.
I told you, Shedeur Sanders is so good
I think
that he wins.
He needs
Or-
numbers.
No, I'm more leaning towards Rob
I don't
on that.
think so, man.
He
His,
needs numbers.
hive is similar to like a Beyonce.
Well,
or a
all right.
Taylor
So
Swift.
I agree that the hive is the hive is gonna hive.
And not just with fans. I'm talking about in media, in sports media, former players like Cam Newton, Shady McCoy, like Emmanuel Acho, like people who supposedly are reputable individuals.
I'm glad you said. I'm glad you said.
But are caping up for him in a way that I haven't seen anybody get caped for.
It's so bad. It's so Rob G. I'm with you 100%. It's not a hate on Shedeur. It's just that they don't do that for anybody. Like there's definitely
for sure. There's
it's like
no
him and
fifth round
Mahomes.
pick.
Him and Mahomes are like the two people where no matter what they do,
no matter what,
they're leaning towards the positive.
Yes. And Mahomes is in
and at
there
least
too.
Mahomes has like the
he's earned. Yeah, he's earned that.
But
at
you
least to an
get that
extent.
too. That even he has a bad game, and they just refuse to be like he was.
Don't
terrible.
be calling Nick. Don't be calling Nick right out
Did
like
you see that throw by Patrick Mahomes? I know it was an interception, but did you see the flick of the wrist, Jim?
Yeah, because Nick didn't he go on and say that there was no way they were going to lose to. That was the big thing.
Who's more of a homer, me or Nick? You know my Lions, and it's still Nick, right?
Rob,
don't you ever think that is? That's a whole. Come on now, give me some. I come on to be critical.
Yeah, Nick wrong. I'll pick Nick.
All right, shout out to Nick. It's my guy. All right,
he's lucky that they've been good recently. I always say that.
Who?
Yeah,
Nick.
I mean, they've been struggling.
I like Nick's cool. I mean, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
but their last loss, he was like, "There's no way they're going to lose that game."
He can't. I heard him on Colin that next whatever.
Like, can you imagine if the Chiefs were,
the Titans?
Yeah, the Jags or something like that, and they've been bad to average, for 15 years. But the Chiefs have been great for
so I mean, listen,
So
God loves him, and that helps.
If there's ever a time to be a homer, like now's the time to be one.
But part of it too is obviously the Kansas City thing, but also the LeBron thing. In order for him to be relevant during his time, he can't pick Michael Jordan because he didn't see Michael Jordan play. So you need somebody, I'm just saying, to take it to the next thing. And then the Chiefs thing worked out, so of course he's going to jump on that.
That was divine timing with that. Like where, you know what I mean? They're the topic of win or lose, they're the topic.
Right,
they're hot things. So.
God did the same thing for Rob and MLB, bro.
Yeah,
Aaron Judge also was healthy.
That's true.
He's like, I got you.
Because if you ain't have Aaron Judge.
When he wasn't healthy, though, it was rough.
He said the
we
website.
got 3 viewers a month.
The website wasn't healthy.
It was me twice and then a buddy of mine.
I've seen the numbers now. We got numbers.
No doubt. All right, Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM Director of Trading. We'll talk to him in a moment. Right now, Steve DeSager, get you settled.
I was great
Hastings.
last week. You know that?
Let's check the NBA scoreboard, shall we? Pelicans are 2-13, but they're leading late first half at Dallas, 58-49. If Dallas loses tonight, they would be 4-13. Indiana Pacers trailing at Cleveland. It's Cavs 107-97, 4 minutes left. Pacers 2-13. Brooklyn 2-12, but leading at Boston 94-84 with 9.5 minutes to go. Toronto with a big lead on Washington 107-79 early in the fourth. Wizards record 1-13. In college basketball, number 21 Arkansas leads 89-33 against winless Jackson State. About to start in the Bahamas, it's number 1 Purdue against number 15 Texas Tech. Already Louisville won at Cincinnati. BYU defeated Wisconsin. There's women's hoops on Fox TV, and the lead for number 1 UConn has been sliced to 49-45 over number 6 ranked Michigan. They're late in the third quarter of that game. Notre Dame, with a bucket in the final seconds, beat USC 61-59 in a top 25 matchup. Just 4 NHL games tonight. At Buffalo, it's the Sabres 9-3 over Chicago under 3 minutes left, and it's just gone final for Minnesota, a 5-0 winner at Pittsburgh. Ole Miss says an announcement on the future of football coach Lane Kiffin will come in about a week after the rivalry game at Mississippi State. Right now in the final seconds till halftime at NC State, Wolfpack leading Florida State 7-3. Coming up in an hour on FS1, it's Hawaii 7-3 at UNLV 8-2. Detroit Lions tight end Sam Laporta is likely out for the year after back surgery. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart is still out with a concussion, so Jameis Winston will start again at Detroit. The Broncos gave kicker Will Lutz a 3-year extension. Bengals QB Joe Burrow is questionable. He's still on IR with a toe injury. Back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Have an excellent weekend. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. And, of course, we're getting ready to talk to our man, Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM, Director of Trading. We'll get you all set up for this weekend where you're going to put your money. Lamar, what's up, man? Oh, he's over here talking to him. My bad. Give him another second here.
Yeah. Is he coming?
Yeah, he's coming on. He's right now. He's telling Rob G. Yeah, so what I did was we got this new hotel. You should come check it out, Rob G. Yeah, I'm going to bring the wife out there. I love
what he was
Vegas.
saying, K-Don, is they might want you for football picks. You can make us some money.
That's right.
Dang, you ain't lying. Dang.
All right.
Lamar, I need your help, brother. I've been struggling. I've been on the struggle bus, man.
Struggling.
I can't even hold you up.
Hey, Lamar.
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
I don't want to brag and say I was 4-1 again this week, but I'm just saying.
Allegedly. We still don't even know.
Alex
it has not been
knows.
confirmed.
Yes, it has
Rob
been confirmed.
Parker. It has not been confirmed.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's do it,
Lamar.
Lamar.
Are you ready? Let's go.
ready.
Okay. To me, the biggest game of the week has to be the Colts against the Chiefs. Indy 7-3 against the spread so far this year. They're coming off a bye, and it's not looking that good for Patrick Mahomes and company. What kind of action are we seeing? Colts plus 3.5.
That's funny. We were talking about the Chiefs last week and the fact that Mahomes is there and everybody was betting on them last week.
Oh,
but,
yeah. You guys probably
right now,
cleaned up last week, didn't you?
I got no comment on that.
That laugh told us all we
That's all
needed
we
to know.
need to know, right?
But right now it's about 50-50, and the Sharps are split on this. Sharps originally laid to 3.5, or laid to 3, up to 3.5, and they took it right back. And the public is 50-50 on this ticket. So, it's pretty even right now.
And that speaks volumes because the Chiefs are a public team. Everybody bets Chiefs. Am I right? So for it to be 50-50?
Yeah, absolutely. And the money, like I say, even the money, it's 2-1 in favor of the Chiefs. So I mean, it's hard to believe because, like you say, everyone normally bets the Chiefs.
All right, let's go here. The Packers are currently going off as a 6.5-point favorite, home favorites against J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. Most people would jump on Green Bay in this spot, but I read today that the Packers are 1-5 against the spread this season against teams with losing records. Where are the Sharps on this one? Yeah, big one.
Yeah, the Sharps are definitely. They originally laid the 6 up to 6.5. The public is on the Packers about 2-1, but the money is about even 50-50 on both sides here. Where the Sharps are really pounding this, they're pounding this total under original line at 42.5. It's down to 41.5 right now. But as far as the Sharps, they laid the 6, and now we're at 6.5.
All right, this is going to sound a little crazy, Meshuggah, whatever way you want to say it, but I'm very interested in the Falcons-Saints game. This line has moved all the way from
Said
Falcons.
no one ever, by the way.
That's right. Said the Falcons have moved from the Falcons minus 2.5 to the Saints minus 2. That's a 4.5-point swing, which is huge in the NFL. I know the game is in New Orleans, but was it the pros or the Joes that pushed this line towards the Saints? What happened?
Oh, it was definitely the pros. I mean, as soon as we opened it up, Falcons minus 2.5, they hammered us. They just absolutely hammered us at minus 2.5. Took the plus 2.5, plus 2, plus 1, plus 1.5, all the way to where we are right now with the Saints being minus 2. Looks like the Sharps are definitely betting a rookie quarterback against the veteran quarterback in this situation.
All right, I want to go here. One game I'm really keeping an eye on, Lamar. This Sunday, Bengals and the Patriots, and I think the over is at 51.5. Might be my favorite bet of the week because I'm looking at like Joe Burrow might return, so that should give the Bengals a little bit of a boost, even though Joe Flacco has been pretty good offensively. And the Cincy defense is allowed at 27 points in an NFL record 9 straight games. Wow. Bums! How much action are you seeing on the total?
Oh my gosh, they've been betting this total up and down, up and down. We've seen this total. We originally opened this total at. Let me verify what we opened. We opened at 50.5. It got as low as 49.5, and right now we're back up to 51.5. So with the threat that Burrow's going to be back and points are going to be scored, and the fact that the Bengals defense right now can't stop anybody consistently right now, that's why they're betting this total over. But originally they bet it down, and now they bet it back up. So, yeah, the Sharps have been all over this when we originally opened this.
All right, Shedeur Sanders getting his first NFL start Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders. We all know the Raiders are terrible, but I'm looking at the board, and I see the line has moved.
Why would you say that?
I know, right? Has moved from Raiders -3 to Raiders -4. Are the bettors not believing in Shedeur?
Yeah, there's a lot of Shedeur detractors out there, so we have quite a few people betting against him in this situation. As you know, the Raiders, their defense is banged up, their offense is banged up, but the Raiders, that's where the Sharps are coming in. They came in at -3, late to 3.5. We're up to 4 right now. Although the ticket count is it's a little even, but the money's in favor of the Browns. So the public, as far as money right now, is on the Browns, but the Sharps are definitely on the Raiders, and they think that Shedeur is going to have a tough time in his first road start. So we'll see what happens. Lots of hate for Shedeur.
All right, a few more for us. Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM Director, trading on with the odd couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a funky Flashback Friday. There are 3 double-digit spreads, Lamar, on the board this week. The Lions, 10.5-point favorites at home against the Giants.
Take the Giants.
The Seahawks are 13-point favorites in Tennessee, and the Ravens are 13.5-point favorites at home against the Jets. Which of those 3 do the bettors think is most likely to drop the ball? You think it's the Lions, they think it's the Seahawks, or is it the Ravens?
Well, it looks to be right now. Those games are huge. The money disparity is just crazy. So in the Ravens, the money's about 3-1 in favor of the Ravens. They really don't have. The bettors are showing there's no faith in the Giants. That's about 15-1 in favor of the Lions.
Whoa.
And also in the Seahawks is about 15-1 in favor of the Seahawks. So really the only team that on a double-digit spread that looks like they're going to cover or the bettors are betting on is the Jets. And maybe that's because they have the backup quarterback who's a veteran, and they're looking at that, taking that 13.5. So, but the other 2, it definitely doesn't look like the bettors are supporting those double-digit dogs.
Giants in an upset. Remember, I told you that.
You said the Commanders last week or 2 weeks ago.
No, I said I got it right during the playoffs. You know that, Lamar? Yeah. I picked the Commanders in the playoffs.
The world knows, Rob.
In Detroit.
Bob, I know you were cashing that ticket. I saw you at the book cash.
There you go, no doubt. All right, the Steelers are still holding pretty firm as 2.5-point road dogs in Chicago this Sunday against the Bears. Part 2 of the question: how far do you expect the line to move if Aaron Rodgers does wind up getting the start, and what kind of action are you seeing on this game in general? Because he owns Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing. I know the Steelers are kind of bummed out that he's not playing.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. When he was with the Packers, he was always beating up on those Bears. If he does not play and Mason Rudolph is a starter, you probably will see it might seem up 1.5 points, maybe, if that. The public is about 2-1 in favor of money and tickets on the Bears right now. And if Rodgers does not play, you might see that number go to 4-1, maybe as high as 5-1 as money and tickets, and the number might swing up to at least 1.5 points, maybe 2 points. But the Sharps, they took the first number when Rodgers might have played, and then now we're at 3 or 2.5. So we'll see what happens. But definitely, if Rodgers doesn't play, the public is definitely going to be on the Bears.
All right, last one real quick. This Sunday night, the Rams are going to be hosting the Bucs. Tampa Bay is coming off a tough loss to Buffalo. But the silver lining is that they're 8-2 against the spread after a loss at the start of the season. What kind of action are you seeing on the Bucs that are getting 6.5 in this spot?
I don't know about that, Kelvin. The Bucs are pretty banged up, and the way how the Rams have been playing, and Stafford with his MVP campaign, It looks like it's about 2-1 in favor of the Rams on the money, and also 2-1 in favor of the Rams on the ticket count. The Sharps late to 6, early 6. We're at 6.5 minus 115 right now. So the Sharps are definitely on the Rams here. Not a lot of confidence in the Bucs with all their injuries right now. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. That's why they play the games. Lamar, thank you so much, man. Appreciate
have a great weekend. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, fellas. Have a great weekend. Thanks for having me. Enjoy the race this weekend.
No doubt. All right, appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. Last call, Rob.
And
also NFL Pigskin Pickoff, where, yes, you were 4-1. We'll confirm that.
We don't have to confirm it. I know it, okay? Stop it.
It is The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd.
I'm just going to say this. The Lakers didn't do enough for me because Jeannie Buss should have been fired with her brothers as well. And
what?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Once they've already taken – the Buss family took the $10 billion, and people have to understand, everybody who owns a team is not super rich. And I'm not saying
a lot of people don't get that.
They don't
Rob,
get
yeah.
that. You think, oh, you own the Lakers. Oh, my God, you're printing money. You got all this money. No, that was the Buss family business.
Yep, they're not Steve Ballmer where this is my fun pet project. I'm
Right.
worth $200 billion with a B.
With a B, and this is just fun, something to do.
Yeah.
It puts me out there. My
passion
name is out
project.
there. Exactly. No, the Lakers were the Buss's family business.
Yep.
And I don't know the whole idea that you sell a team to somebody and you expect to still have a job there or work there or collect money as pay. You got paid. Your family got paid. They got the $10 billion. If you want to be in the basketball business, then you shouldn't have sold. Just like Mark Cuban. I want another seat at the table. What? That doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Dude, what'd you sell for? The Buss family, enough. The people who run the organization, who bought the team, right, are the Dodger people.
Yep.
Get your own people. You don't need Jeannie Buss anymore. And it does feel weird, and I'm not siding with the brothers, but doesn't it feel weird? Why didn't Jeannie get the pink slip as well?
What?
Seriously.
You know what? So here's my answer to that. I believe Jeannie Buss is the singular face of the Lakers outside of, the players, obviously, Luka, LeBron, and, God bless the dead, Kobe, Shaq. But when you think of it organizationally, nobody really thinks of Rob Pelinka except, obviously, Laker fans. But when you think of it as a whole, like nationwide, I think even in L.A., she's endeared. You've been to games. You've seen how fans – she's like the one person fans are cool with even when the team's in the dumps. She's the one person is like a family member. She's like, all right, now this team, they're struggling, but Jeannie, come on. Like people have love for her because they literally have seen her grow up from a teenager being a part of this team. So I think she's there for ceremonial, like the heart of
They
LA.
don't need to
keep
do
her
that.
face.
Come on, man.
But I'm just telling you why she's there because I don't think she's going to be part of the real basketball operations. I don't
She
think she's
doesn't
gonna
need to be there at all. She took
Rob,
the $10
I don't
billion.
disagree. I don't disagree with the need. I'm telling you what I think they're doing it for.
But not one Laker fan is going to lose any sleep that Jeannie Buss doesn't have an office with the Lakers or whatever.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com is the way tire buying should be. All right, last call.
All right, let's do it.
This is the last call.
Let's go!
Last call time on the Odd Couple.
All right, one more time. Let's get to the last call. Who we got?
We got MJ in New Orleans. You're on the Odd Couple
Beignet,
Fox Sports
brother.
Radio. And you are the last call. Make it short and sweet, my man.
Peace to the seafood stuffed catfish, brother.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Shouts out to Rob G. Okay, Davis Mills, the fifth Mills brother. He's co-Steven, the best man, not the groom. Invited on stage to play a number or two, but CJ Stroud is the starter and the franchise player, the headliner, the red jersey, a.k.a. the white hat. Let's calm down, take a beat, and not be prisoner of the moment. Hey, man, great show. Thank you guys for taking my call. I am the last call.
You are.
No doubt you are.
Good job. All
Down
right.
there in New Orleans, baby.
Now you know what time it is.
It is time for NFL Pigskin Pickoff.
You ready to retire? The Odd Couple is gonna make you rich.
Gambling, vice, corruption.
It's their Pigskin Pickoff.
That's right, NFL Pigskin Pickoff.
Right
NFL
here.
games against the spread. Rob Parker, after much complaining and bellyaching.
No, Rob, no, just please.
Yes, you did go 4-1 last week.
4-1.
No, I wanted you to live. The last time you did that, you almost died.
I hit it so good today.
Oh,
it was fun.
man. Rob G,
Was that
that's
3-2?
You went
No.
2-3.
2 and God.
You're down by 7 games right now.
So you're saying I got a chance?
You got to make up some
I
ground
do.
here.
All right, let me make up at least 2 to 3 games
So
this week.
Kelvin got blowed out.
Got blowed out.
Don't be
blowed
agreeing
out.
with me because I got to make a comeback.
right,
Here we go.
NFL
Don't
week
you
12.
agree with me? You better start agreeing with me. For
Here
help.
we
We
go.
go 1-4 this week, baby. 1-4.
Game number 1, Steelers at the Bears. Aaron Rodgers questionable. We don't think he's going to play. Bears 2.5-point home favorites. Rob Parker.
I'm taking the Bears all day. Win number 8, 8 out of 7, 8 out of 9. Right? Because they've won 7 out of 8. Yeah, 8 out of 9 for the Bears.
Personally, I need the Bears to lose for my Lions, but I'm going Bears.
Are you?
Not Bears. If Aaron Rodgers was for sure playing, I would go Steelers.
All right, game number 2. Joe Burrow may come back. We don't know either way. Patriots 7-point road favorites
That's a
in
lot of
Cincinnati. Who you taking, Dub?
Give me the Pats, though.
Unfortunately, I'm taking the Pats as well.
Dang,
Their defense is so bad. I just can't. I can't do it.
The story of 27 and 9 straight games is crazy.
That's wild.
That's wild. Because that means you play some bad team. One day you play, everybody was great.
All right,
Who next?
Game number 3, Pigskin Pickoff. Danny Dimes and the Colts traveling to Kansas City to take on Mahomes and the Chiefs. Chiefs 3.5-point home favorites.
It's a tough one.
I'm taking the Colts. I'm going with the Colts in that one. I'm sorry. I don't feel it with the Chiefs.
Chiefs, but I feel you on that. I don't feel comfortable with that.
All right,
Chiefs.
game number 4, Sunday night. Bucks at the Rams. Rams 6.5-point home favorites. Dub.
Rams. Bucks.
I'm going to take the Bucks. They lose, but they cover.
No, they're too injured. Too banged up.
Last one, game of the week. Shedeur Sanders, baby. The starting debut taking on the Raiders. Geno Smith giving up 4 points at home. Rob Parker.
Of course, I'm taking your Las Vegas Raiders.
Terrible pick.
Raiders.
Raiders giving up 4 points to anybody is terrible.
No, it ain't.
Shedeur.
There you go. This is why Kelvin keeps losing.
It ain't gonna be because of him. It's Myles Garrett.
He's so caught up on
Myles Garrett.
on pulling for people instead of
Myles Garrett.
betting with your head. They got Myles Garrett every week and they still lose. What's your point?
This the Raiders. That's my point. It's the Raiders.
Unbelievable. You know
All right.
what? Have a good weekend anyway.
Yeah, you too, man.
I'm
All
mad
right?
anyway.
You for no reason. The show's over. Go home. Get in your comfy pajamas.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?